Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Yama Ange Sheku. Happy 4th of July. We say in Nairobi. The celebration galore. But god damn, the weather is too hot in Texas. I think make I go lake, go chill. I sit down for traffic for hours. It remind me of my days in Lagos. I was like, hell no. I come back home. Everywhere is packed. Everywhere. So I think maybe I go, if you're in Dallas, you know how it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot, like hell. I go, well, the best place to go is to go by the lake. My. I never see traffic like that. Only when I did Lagos, I saw something like that last. Somebody said, "Fourth of the people, Americans are not celebrating the holiday. They are just happy they don't have to go to work today." Which makes sense. Ah, but even though na public holiday, yes, you can tell from the roads, the amount of traffic. It's very cars on the road are very few. That's all. Only new routes that is leading to the lake is packed, but businesses are open. Very few now, one or two businesses open. Overall, still going on. But yeah, say Americans are just happy that they don't have to go to work today. That's why they are not that they are happy because it's actually an holiday. Anyway, brethren, yeah. Let's go to anyway. They don't find title for the summer anyway. Hot swipe summer. Let me already have to talk about with that. Hot swipe summer. Where is the man of prestige? Hot swipe summer. They want to swipe Biden. Just Biden is about to be swiped. But anyway, I'm not ready for especially. So it will not be secret again. Say Nnamdi Kanu will still be out unless you are not paying attention enough. You can tell that every Sunday can, especially the southern elites, are busy running around forming as if they care from day one. They are forming consensus. They are negotiating. Whatever you think you say they are doing, but it is coming together soon. And I'm predicting that any day when the president will get out of the country, that was the day the Kanu will be released. But not so much on his release date for today. Let's talk about how the media will react. When I mean the media, especially the mainstream, quote unquote, our own mainstream media, talking about the likes of Arise, channels, you name it. It's not, I mean, do I need to tell them that they are not, they love, it's not love and hate there between Nigerian media and American. It's just pure hate. It's pure hate. Well, you see, maybe AIC once in a while they give airtime to people who come and speak for American. But on the real shit. They don't give a fuck about that guy. They hardly talk about him only when he's going to court or something. But how would their reaction be when they finally see him? Will they still maintain this energy of hate they have towards the man? Or they wouldn't want to know how to do best? Because they no get choice. The release of the family is going to dominate the airwaves for days. So they no get choice. They'll be forced to talk about him. And because the because the reaction from the supporter will be so huge and so loud, it will overshadow whatever propaganda the media is trying to put on. So, because since they know that that is very clear to the blind, they will choose to play along, but they will take a story that will not make it so obvious. But again, how will Nnamdi Kanu respond or they know who wait a minute. I think I need to go all the way back. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu has ever granted an interview in a national television, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody should prove me wrong. The Nnamdi Kanu don't ever grant interview for our national TV before. So the question is, will he grant an interview this time if it Janaba, I welcome you.
Hey, okay.
I welcome you.
Thank you.
I think I go late. Nine traffic. I know the traffic is too much. Now I don't come back.
Oh,
I go Grand Perry. Maybe I go late for Grand Perry.
okay.
But
So within you
but
the young.
but the traffic. I just I just imagine if the leading Americano, how the Nigerian media will take cover am. So I make it I just because of it because I know say they don't like the guy. So how will it happen? Because once they release them, that will dominate the airwaves for at least for the first couple of days.
Who
That's
don't like
all.
him? You say who they don't. Who don't like him?
Media. I never see him in Nigerian media like all these our channels, AIT, Instead, no like them. So nah, who be lover and I
I think
hate
they
they get for
are
themselves.
negotiating. They're going to capitalize on the statement he made. I saw him and his lawyer in the court, and they say who is advocating for the negotiation because he made a statement previously that he will not negotiate with the zoo and that they are the one that they kidnapped him, brought him to Nigeria, and that the Nigerian judiciary system have no uh, moral judgment over him. So they're going to capitalize on those things. They're going to be measuring that he finally negotiated with the power that being, and will capitalize what he signed up to. For instance, maybe. the eastern zone, maybe they will put the conditions, and on that condition they signed, that is what will be the talking point with the. I believe that is what the media will be talking about, rather talking about his accomplishment, his resistance, his perseverance. I think they will not see it from that way. They will just say, okay, he signed to this, he signed to that. Because, like you said, they have not talked so much of him on the media, and then I don't think they, apart from it's very few channel that they push such thing in terms of those activists, whether in Nnamdi Kanu or any one of them. There are not too many of them that they carry their message out like that. Even the most recent ones that are arrested, then the media don't talk too much about them. But Nnamdi Kanu, maybe they have their reason, but at least I understand if it's released today, they will just talk about what is signed to be released.
He himself no like the media. He always insult and talk bad about the media too. So I'm wondering if either the media go one go interview him or he go one grant interview. You see that happening? Because I don't think he has ever grant interview to them or they ever interview him before now.
Um,
Before he even
that would
arrested and all
be
that kind of stuff.
a mistake on his part. When it comes to popularity, no media is against you, whether it's negative or positive, as far as you are on the news. So it will be uh, to his disadvantage. I don't want to use the word naive because it's into media, but it will be to his own disadvantage not to make his case if you want to expand his base or make his case genuine. Because one thing is that if you are not there to tell your story, somebody else will tell you the way they want to tell it. So it will be nice for him and to grant the TV people or the medians opportunity to be interviewed so that his message can resonate with his base or expand his base. Uh, I completely do not sign to his idea, but me, anybody that is stand out to push on Nigeria is okay for me, but he should do it in the way that I don't believe in 21st century that we have to be barbaric on the street, dying. I think we can have that dialogue. If Martin Luther King can do it in America 60 years ago, 50 years ago, I do not a peaceful protest with a lot of forces from the government, and it prevails. Uh, I don't see it in 21st century. We between ourselves as a common black people that we cannot come out and
Nope. You know, but be your network, I've been on my network.
okay.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
my
Okay.
network.
Yeah, as I have incoming, I was using my phone. So I don't believe that uh, we can we cannot sit down and keep pushing. Of course, in the midst of it, there will be a little casualty here and there, but then the bottom line is that. And I don't believe that is this whole Nigerian space holding him. Those in the East that thought he's a threat to them. And I think it's not coming out anytime soon. I don't believe that. I don't care what they say. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. Even if it's going to come out, it's going to be used by Tinubu during 2027 election to appeal to some of the Igbo base that he's a good guy, he's a good politician. But I don't think there's any need of bringing him out now to them. I don't see the need of bringing him out because it would not be useful to praise. What are they negotiating for? Just for his freedom? What about the advantage they want to take on to say, okay, I'm not biased, I want to govern, I'm not oppressive, I'm generous, I'm progressive in thinking, brought you guys out, your guy out. They have to in negotiation. One thing you say often is that it's about interest. So if you don't know that, people have to know that people do what is in their best interest. You may say it's not just, it's not fair, but you can cry or you want to cry. The truth is that people negotiate from strength and not weakness.
What will happen to what will become of this guy? I'll show you this guy.
Come again?
I'll show you this guy. What will become of just what I said,
I don't know, Samuel Ekpa. Okay, I'll be waiting.
yeah, my play video. Let's see.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 15th day of December 2022. I just want here to drop a very quick one, okay? I want to encourage every Biafrans to be very, very, very resolute and focused. The difference between us, the Biafra people, and those that are blackmailing and propagating all manner of falsehood against us is that they are two-faced people, corrupt, very unbalanced people, and we are not two-faced. These people that are parading and spreading all this falsehood against us are those who believe in Biafra and they believe in Nigeria. So what they do is that they are the agent of P2B, whom they want to use as a pedestrian to cross to the other side of wealth. We are not here for that. We are here for complete freedom of Biafra people after many years of subjugation and slavery under the Nigeria state. So forget them, disregard them, tagging me terrorist, tagging me agent of Nigeria, tagging me all manner of names. One thing is very certain. After the 25th of February 2023, they will all come back to us. That is to prove that they are two-faced. So when what they are doing is failing, or when it has failed, they will come back and start praising us. The man they are calling terrorist today, just because of it is politically motivated blackmail, they will turn out tomorrow to say that you that have joined this movement, you are a hero because you have not deviated and you are not derailed. No matter the name they call you today, I call upon you, the Biafran people, to be very strong. We have never ever gotten it right this way. This is the time. The foundation that is holding that evil entity, corrupt entity, terrorist entity called Nigeria is shaking. And we'll finally break it in 2023. Every Biafran must be very, very strong. Go to every media where they are propagating these lies and blackmail and defend Biafra. Thank you.
Who was supposed to vote a particular Nigerian to a position in a organization of
Yaraba, you are cheating.
voted for a man from another country because that's
Yaraba.
Yeah, yeah. Samuel Ekpa is uh, he's speaking to his base, and I don't think he and Nnamdi are that united. Uh, but then one of the things you find out when you dig dig deeper into Nigerian situation, people like it's all about people having their own agenda, drinking champagne and give a empty bottle to people and people following them. So I don't think that will solve anything in Nigeria's face. There will be disagreement between him, and there will be a lot of fight, even if Nandi is released today. Are you there?
So I say you mean someone if I would oh Janaba, I'm here. Are you know so you are saying that someone if I will still maintain his prime minister position, prime ministership of Biafra in exile. Well, anyway, Nnamdi Kanu don't need Nigerian media. He has never needed them. I don't think we need them. They are the one that we need him now. And I quite agree with John Abba that I never even think of it from that angle. That the media will try as much as they can to focus on whatever the agreement that they are going to have, whatever that, either real or not real, they will try to capitalize on that. Just focus on that and see how they can propagate it to the advantage. But I don't think that will work. Nnamdi Kanu no need them. He has never needed them. I don't think he will need them. To tell the stories. Anyway, one of chief chieftain of APC stroke Labour Party San Diego branch. The
what
previous man
what
of
what
prestige.
what what is dishonorable you bested on me? Because I've
Okay,
never
no worry.
been.
I was say I will just give you as a one of the Democrat chieftain. Is that one that you want?
Yeah,
Because
I'm unashamed to be a progressive unabashed about that. So I will never waver. I will never equivocate on that. So call me that. Yeah, I accept it.
tell me about the whole summer swap. What's that? That's the new thing now that you guys have developed. Whole summer swap. I tell you, the Democrat machine are up against their own. Are
But
up against their father.
well, we see what
Whole
happens.
summer swap.
Maybe we talk about that. I just joined in, because I have family
Uh,
here, but
uh,
I needed to talk to you. I've been listening, when I was barbecue.
uh,
I was doing my specialty today because the only thing I know how to
I
do is
tell
to.
you, I swear to God, I didn't tell you. I thought I would be where you are right now this weekend. That
That
was
would have
my
been
plan.
good because no, no, no,
Nah.
no, 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 no. I'm actually in California.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
that's where I was transiting yesterday. Remember holiday? We
Yeah,
have a place. We have the family gather here. So I was barbecuing this morning, me and my brother, so we
no.
already ate and everything. The family is relaxing, watching TV. I said, I said, I saw on live. So let me come and talk to you. You happen to be talking about the subject. I've not had a time because they've been talking about it on different platforms, but
Yeah,
I've not been able to have access to, to talk to anybody on different platforms, both here, Dr. Damage. I've not been anywhere. This is the only platform I've probably been in recent, this week. But anyway, having said that, it's about this in Nandukano. Then I heard about this some or something. I think what happened in this some let me just talk about it. Forget about American politics. American politics,
yeah.
the structure is there. America is still going to
Yeah,
be America. The life still will be the same. It's not like Nigeria, where if you don't have the
agree.
right person, Nigeria will regress him. That's where we are right now, but that's not the issue. America will be America. You and I go survive here. Whether Biden, which I consider to be, I will use the word unstable, come into power, America will still be good. So Yeah, about this time, I think a monster was created. Yeah. So what is he trying to say right now? Because he see what's going on, the negotiation, among the governors, the whole Southeast. This is the first time in my lifetime that I've seen the whole governors. Maybe some of them are pretending. I don't know. Because I bet you at least one person among those people clamoring for his release, some of them, I don't know what percentage, they are, they don't really, that's not what they want to talk about. But because everybody, is joining together, they have to join the you just have to join the chorus, because it's kind of convenient to a certain. If you don't do that, people are going to say, "What, why you didn't join us to clamor for his release?" But to make the story short, someone that was a distraction. I mean, right now everybody's talking. I don't really know what's going to happen in that region. Is if Nnamdi
Well,
Kanu,
sorry, Prestige.
yeah,
Before you go someone else, about the you say you never say the Saturday governor come together like that. Do you
no,
think that is do you think that is organic or that is coming from Tinubu? That's coming from Tinubu via Obasanjo. Do you
No, 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 no,
think?
no,
Don't
no,
you
no.
think?
I was saying it. Maybe I didn't say it clearly for you to understand what I'm saying. I said
Hmm,
all of them are. This is the first time I've seen them speaking in one voice. But I said
yeah.
some of them, it may not be organic. They just
Okay.
want to join, the chorus because everybody's speaking. They don't want to be left out of it. Is it what they want? I don't know who it is. I mean, some people say Zodima, but I'm not in Zodima heart. But at least some of them, I'm not just saying the governor, the Honese, the so-called big wheel in that part of the country. Some of them don't want him to come out. Let's be honest. Of what percentage, I don't know. But all of them joining, calling for the same because you don't want to be left behind. Say you are the one, against him, against him. I think he's gonna be released. But when? I don't know. Is it this year? Is it? I don't know. I mean, the way they're
I
clubbing, it's not
predict.
just
I
this.
predict. I predict the next time Tinubu will travel out of the country, he will be released.
Okay. But the point I'm trying to make, like I
Mhm.
said, I mean, all those things they say Nand Kanu said or whatever, I've never really followed in Nand Kanu. The only time I started hearing Nand Kanu, to be honest, was when he was piloting. I see him in Imo, I see him in Abia State. I was saying, who is this man? Who is in the country? Because I never really followed him. When he was putting what he was putting, like they said, he was trying to divide the country, calling everybody,
Mhm.
the outside, the Yoruba, that kind of name. I've not even tuned in
Mhm.
to listen to him in Radio Biafra, to be honest, you know. But anyway, that was the only time I'm aware of him. But I never really get into politics by that time until this election. So, um, is it time to release him? Yeah, that would have been honorable. Give him a condition. If he say he's gonna abide by all conditions right now, yeah, let him abide by the conditions. Say don't ask for Biafra anymore. I'm not in favor of Biafra, but you have some people who are in favor of Biafra. Everybody can be thinking the same thing. And ask him to desist from the call of Biafra and give him the condition to release. I think the way I'm looking at it, if he solve the problem of what part of the country, then we have less evil. Maybe we concentrate on the north right now because if you look at it, Southwest is the safest region right now, followed by the South Side to a certain degree. I mean, not the whole South Side. I mean, River is a mess. Maybe around the do I'm not talking. I'm talking about something like unstable in terms of crime. And all. Some of the South Side. But not the whole South Side. So you can give it to Southwest, South Side. But if we can solve the problem of Southeast for the peace purpose of that country. There's no, I mean, you can't have a country without
You
without a peace.
you
Believe me.
think you
You may
think
say
you
you may
think
say they don't have
Nnamdi
any
Kanu
political capital. Leave them alone.
you
That's
think
not
Nnamdi
wise.
Kanu freedom we stop the insecurity.
You see, that's the point I'm trying to make over here. I'm not God. I can't. Everybody just predicting. Nobody has the perfect answer. Yeah, in my own opinion, it's going to subside.
Mm.
It's going to subside because they have no reason to do what they're doing. Of course, some people who are, some unemployed who are already been baptized, they're still going to be listening to Samuel because Samuel is not willing to relinquish, particularly when they release it now. The kind of he already taken the metron, so he wants to go to another level. But it will drastically diminish. This is just my own personal opinion, but I may be wrong, but I can't just further anyhow it's going to continue because even at all it continue, people who are for Omnan, the kind of why they are not why why they're not implicating all this unknown gunmen is because they feel like they're it's not about being a. I think the strategy from what I know of them, they want a presidency, but that's not their ultimate. They want an equal, in that country, equality in that country. So if you release it now, you kind of things it's going to come down. That's what I think. I'm not saying it's not going to be sporadic criminality and all that kind of things, all these, whatever you call them, unknown gunmen, it's still going to happen. But people in that part of the country is going to, work with the government. There's nothing like getting on hand information. They're going to work with them, but they're not working with them right now. So I believe it's going to help. It's going to help that part of the country. Maybe we can concentrate on the north because north is the epicenter. So let's call it what it is. I mean, that's just the way I look at it for the peace of that country. There's no way. It doesn't matter what Tinubu policy or whatever I do. If there's no peace in that country, I mean, sometimes I kind of think I really say, what kind of country are we having? I mean, I don't know. So I look at it. I don't know. I mean, what's your opinion about that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think the insecurity will subside if the region have the family. Why? Because it's gone on for too long. So it's
Hmm.
pretty much is a business, it's a well structured business enterprise.
Right, that's
People are
true.
making a lot of money from it. People who are selling weapons are just getting started. So it's a whole business chain that family have been raised on it. If you want me to put it that way. Not necessarily people from you understand, the people from the Southeast, but whoever they are doing it is no longer like just ordinary guys who are hungry or whatever. No, no, no. This is because the weapon they are using, no be poor people. No be poor people. Me and you cannot afford that weapon, right?
Right.
So it's a business that it will take. It's not going. Nnamdi Kanu will not stop it. I mean, listening will not stop it
So
because
you
it's a
don't.
profit
So
making
so
business.
you don't think there's any relevancy? Forget about whether forget
No, no,
about
no, no,
Nnamdi Kanu.
no, 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 no. Relieving, giving freedom way, of course, they deserve to be out. That's that's no doubt. But I don't think it's not. It's the insecurity is not because of Nnamdi Kanu or iPod. People are the insecurity is going on. They are just using that name to cover up. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, no, no. You have a very, you have a very,
Yeah.
you have a very, good, good fact to back that up. That makes sense. I mean, it's only somebody who is so naive. Don't, we see what you just
Yeah,
said. Yeah,
because
I
why
perfectly
are they
agree with
killing?
you.
There's no fight. There's no fight within the side. When I mean there's no fight, the state are not fighting within themselves. The tribes are not. There's nothing going on. So what is the killing about? So it's not. And again, so it's not about Nnamdi Kanu either. So there's something. And as far as I can see, there's money involved. It's very lucrative. Maybe there's resources that they are coming to take away that we don't know, but it's bigger than is at this point. Nnamdi Kanu is just a cover up name.
That
So
this is probably true,
by
but
the time
we
they reach Nnamdi Kanu now, they'll not start with Samonekwa. They'll say it's Samonekwa boys.
right. That makes sense. I mean, but if you don't do this, we will never know. So
Right.
let's kill that bird first. Then
Yeah.
we can concentrate where this is coming from. If the government or whatever the governor has to tackle, they know. So okay, all
But
we've been
yes,
talking
but
about is
whoever is involved, they are human. They are faces. They are human beings, and they know themselves. It's not something that it's not mysterious. So they know
okay,
themselves.
but Ovia, what people been saying. People who are not politically wise like you been saying that keeping it in the country is what probably the number one reason there. But if he's released, then we know that that's not the reason. I mean, everything we know that that's definitely not him. So that's what I'm saying. Release him, like then we know what's happening over there is bigger than none. The kind has nothing to do with him and the kind of you know.
Yeah, because when they are saying, oh, because of Nnamdi, they are saying that it's the same people who are sitting at home are the same people who are doing the killing. That's pretty much what that's what pretty much they are saying, right? Because we know people who are sitting at home, who are just normal innocent people on this, they don't have choice because that's their home. So you cannot say they are the one carrying gun doing all this shit.
And there's
And
something I
again,
noticed.
don't
Something
forget
I
to
noticed.
don't
The old,
forget they also say it's Fulani X-Men, right? So that part too is still there. Maybe they will resonate that story again.
yeah. I mean that part is there, And there's something I noticed. Whenever they say unknown gunmen or somebody they kill police or that kind of things, or they go to the market and stop people from, which is probably most of them are in the remote area. That don't happen in the city, like I said. My parents they haven't witnessed anything like unknown gunmen in that area. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but like they go to the remote area. But the kind of vehicle, I'm not even talking about a gun. We know they have a sophisticated weapon they use, which is
Yeah.
right, that one is true. But they use the same kind of car, Toyota Highlander. I don't know what about that car. I guess
It's
because
good for the terrain now. They do
right,
that for
right, right. I'm
Nigerian
just saying
terrain.
they can it's not anybody that can afford it. They use the same kind of vehicle because they know it's good for the terrain and and they
No.
the whomever people sponsoring them, it might not be one person. So I can't
No,
just
no,
say
no,
it just
no. That's
sound.
why I say that's why I say it's a business. It's not
Yeah,
one person. A lot of people who are in charge of arm, the sellers and dealers of arms are there, the buyers are there, the other everyone is involved. The policemen, the security people they are involved.
of course.
So
So
it's
what
it's
happened? What happened about that gun? They said the size in Port
but
Harcourt. Did you hear anything about it?
now no. But now look at what you said. You said unknown government. So that is already a narrative that they are going to continue after Nnamdi Kanu is released. You understand? Because they know we know Nnamdi Kanu, we know his followers. so if you if you are saying unknown government now, you are not referring to IPOP or ASN or anybody. You are now referring to okay, oh, they are criminals now. So that is where that criminal they will not say, oh, it's criminal people, criminal that are doing it. So it will be easy to just shift that narrative from no, it's no longer because of Nnamdi Kanu, but they are unknown government. So there are many routes that will change, that will lead the story just to, just
So
to continue
what
whatever they
is
are doing.
I didn't listen to Samuel Ekpa. I came in late. What was he talking
No,
about?
no, that was old. That
Oh, okay.
was
I
before
thought
the election.
maybe it's something he released today because of what's going on within Nandekano.
No, I just played to say what would because just to talk about it.
Okay,
What will
but he's
happen to
gonna,
him.
he's gonna talk, right? About
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that. Okay, that's another thing. He will continue, so they will not shift the thing to Samuel Ekpa boys. It's no longer Nnamdi Kanu boys, right?
you're
So, but
right.
I'm just saying that what will happen with Samuel Ekpa can continue his prime ministerial position of Biafra in exile. Will that continue, or now that the supreme leader will be out, that will? So that was the question I was trying to get to.
But all this thing they say that he has agreed to abide by all conditions. Is that true? I mean, because
Nah,
most
we
a
are
lot of
see.
news that come out of Nigeria, I don't know. I'm very
Yeah,
skeptical. Believe me, okay.
listen. Let me tell you something. Anything that they say, don't believe anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Just,
No, I
just,
don't.
just accept the fact that okay, oh, you don't come out. You understand? They will never tell you why. Na
You mean they
lie.
will never tell us the condition
Oh
that was given to him?
no,
Oh,
na lie.
man.
because they will want the propaganda. Let everybody just be because that's what we stay on the news for a long time. You understand? So they will
Mhm.
not tell you the no. Even in them the Kanu they will not say it. Only nah. If you are opportunity to be there to sign whatever they want to sign,
Right,
fine,
because they
that's
will
it.
give them a
But
condition not to speak or otherwise.
yeah,
Yeah.
so no. Speaking with nah, with all these things, that there will not be conditions there. Which condition they won't give her?
What do you mean that will not be? You don't think they're not going to release
Yeah.
that man arbitrarily like that?
They know which condition they won't give out. But
Oh,
Tinubu
VA, how
want to
they
use.
going to release him just by said, if
What did he what did he do? Ah, when they talk as
forget
if say
about
what
what
he
you do with.
do now. Okay, so why they not go release them? Ah, sure they release it now. No free am. Just go and make no trouble anymore. That's it. Which
So
condition?
are you telling me they're just going to release him? So just go your life or go back to London, do whatever you want to do. I mean,
That's exactly
he
what's
a
gonna
British
happen.
citizen, huh?
That's what is gonna happen.
Well, I
Rational
wish.
mind. Your network no good. Go out and come back. I'm not. I see you.
Oh,
I
hold
thought
on.
I
I
was.
think the British people didn't they have their I've not been able to listen to any news today. Didn't they have their this election today?
Yeah, their prime minister lost.
I thought he was gonna lose. Oh, okay, he
Yeah,
lost. This is the first
I
time I
think
come to
so.
a new
I
media
think I'm
space.
not. I'm not. I'm not 100% sure, but I
Oh,
saw
okay, I've
something
not been
like
to the
that. So
website. I've not been to the website today. So,
yeah. No, I don't think Nnamdi Kanu will be waiting. They want to put that for house arrest. No, they no. They will not be. They will not give him condition.
but
See,
I
me.
mean,
I'm looking
I
at the
can't.
political side. Bola Tinubu wants to win election by all means, and you can see already the gang up is already on. Atiku is doing everything to rally around the north against Tinubu and hopefully link with the southeast via PDP, PDP route. And that would be a game changer if that they succeed in doing that.
Ovie, how you think that's gonna work? I don't think that's gonna
That's
work.
not no, it's not that
The
it's
reason,
going. We don't know if it's going to work or not, but that is what they are building.
right?
You understand? That's what they are building because what the first Bola Tinubu was able to win the North the way he did because he sell Muslim tickets, right? That's not going to fly anymore. It's not going to sell. So they have to use something else. So what
But
they are going to
but
use is
Ovie,
not against the South.
Ovie, sometimes I wonder about Nigerian institution. Is that the pro? Is okay because I don't know. I
See,
mean,
it's not. It's you are no.
I cannot take the INEC
Listen,
just portion and give people number, give Obi 6 million, give Atiku 6 million point.
isn't that why they?
Just
Isn't
make
that
Obi, just make Obi win Lagos, just to show that it was legitimate. Knowing that
that is why INEC was created in the first place. Nobody then build the INEC. INEC is part of the structure. It's part of the power block. It's part of the system. Now, any other person they be INEC chairman, no be also professors. So the professor, see, the elite cycle is growing. Everybody get to get paid. So any other person no fit be INEC chairman. When I mean any other person, somebody that will really come and just stay play by the normal rule. Will not be INEC chairman. uh, it's a
But have you
club.
ever thought about Ovie? Ovie,
Yeah,
have you ever
yeah.
thought about how can a country prosper? How can a country move along if we have two kind of
No, it will not. It will not.
two kind
It
of
will
rule? I mean, we have a cycle. Are we a secular government or are we Islamic? Because
see. It's always like that. You
but why
understand?
would
You
it
just
be?
that's no. It's not. What I mean is always like that. I'm talking about the group of people who capture power. You just have to know what is their interest. Their interest is not to build a country. Their interest is they just felt that we have nothing. We have maybe 10, 20 years to live. Let's you understand. So we need to have group of people, group of cabal, you understand, that will form again, that will build, that will have this kind of thing that we're talking about, the interest of the country and capture power like that. That's why they build it. Because if you look in a group by group, this group that capture power too, they capture power since 2024, 2000 sorry, 1999. They are still the one ruling, right? We can say okay, maybe Tinubu come from a different angle, but it's still the same group.
But
You understand?
if they're going to leave power within the next 10 or 20 years, I mean, they're going to leave power to their children and some of the
Well,
some
if that's
to take.
why if the next generation can use the same framework, that these people use, because these people are in power now. They didn't just come from nowhere. That's what we don't understand. They actually fight their way to power. They fight the military. They do their. You can make case for them like that. And is that a reason why they should be doing what they are doing? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that there's a route. You can trace their route, how how they get to where they are today. Man, you don't have to agree with it, but it's traceable. So we need to have a group of people again who will come together, right, and carry out their blueprint. You understand? It's just like here in America, right? Democrats is a group of, before Donald Trump, it was the Republican was pretty much George Bush family's run enterprise, right? Until Donald Trump was able to rally around other aggrieved outlying Republicans, and they won. As soon as they won, they turned everything to it's now mega Republican, right? The same thing before the Democrat Party is in the hand of the likes of Bill Clinton to Obama. Now it's now that the Pelosi and co. These are, if you just look at this group again. People who are holding a Democrat Party right now, right? The likes of Pelosi, the likes of Schumer, these guys are in their 80s. So that's how they do it. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but we have to pay. We have people who are patriotic, who want to make issue, who want to make name, right, for themselves. And when they capture power, they will have to do everything they can. But these people here, they are scared. I don't know, but I should make excuse for them, but it's obvious that they don't care. They don't care. And these are it was now it's the rational mind, but rational mind people that actually aided them. They were in the streets screaming Nedeko, 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 Nedeko with the Tunubu
So
bringing out
rational
money.
mind is one of the
Oh
policy of
yeah, yeah.
Nadeko, right? I didn't know that
Just
rational
like
mind.
just like you people do obedience. If Obi have taken power and Obi Kaba come to power and be running Nigeria as they want, we'll be calling your name too. You be obedient. So people like Rational Man are the Nedeko street soldiers back in the days. Rational Man. You
Una no
remember your days in the street of Lagos,
una no
shouting Nedeko, Nedeko,
ever leave. Una no go ever
running a Tascata.
Rational mind.
make una dey look for blame. Dey blame people for
Rational
With a
mind,
look of
brother.
blame.
Come talk to us now. Nadekos.
if una no
The man of prestige. You wonder how our rational mind know everywhere in sub-Saharan Africa.
He
What do
does.
you
He
think?
does.
What
Because
do you
I
think? He
listen
was
to him
running.
talk. He
una
does.
He
una
was running. He was running a
He's very
Tascata.
vast.
Now Bola Tinubu create that route where they run up and down because they were running from the Abachas. Ah, rational mind.
wetin dey happen now? Wetin dey?
No mind me. I don't know. I say make I don't know what to talk about. I just say, I just say, come on. Nnamdi Kanu. I say, Nnamdi Kanu and the relationship between Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigerian media. There's nothing like that, sir. I don't think there's any relationship. There's never interviewed. They never interviewed them. They've never shown him love, right? So I kind of wonder now that the consensus is growing, whether organic or fake, among the political elite, especially the South, you know. And Fauci is coming out to say that listening Americano will be giving me something, shows that the man might be released anytime from now. So if they release that, how will the media now, which way at the head as start come 2027, the media will have to make a choice either to go with the northern candidate or the southern candidate, because that's what 2027 is all going to be about, right? The Muslim thing I think I know will sell again. So the division is going to be very politically speaking now, it's going to be very strong. Atiku will successfully mobilize the northern votes in a way that we never seen before. So Tinubu will have to do everything he can to be very strong in the south, and the media will be part of it because now South control the media as we see. So how are they going to play into the narrative of Nnamdi Kanu? Are they still going to be see him as that evil guy and see they destroy him as he, or they are going to say, okay, I play to the gallery and say, okay, yeah, so now Fulani people now go kidnap him, a Buhari regime kidnap him, and other people don't like him, blah blah. You know the deal. Or as John Abbas said the media
You don do
we
Don't joke.
No,
Yeah.
now let me tell.
I
No,
don't
let me
hear.
tell you what. You know what Jonaba said, because that's another angle that the media could follow. Jonaba is saying that the media will do everything they can to focus on whatever the agreement. If the federal government is going to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they will tell their story from there, which is I think is very interesting angle to see people. Yeah, go.
Well, you see, on this Nnamdi Kanu case, I know the Tinubu is playing politics with it. It doesn't cost Tinubu any any headache to release him. And I think the way the whole southeastern governors they've um, they've taken some kind of position. You know, during the Buhari time, it was more like frenemies, as they call it, frenemies um, relationship they had with Buhari. They go when it comes to issue of national matters, or maybe they won't go collect money, or they need some kind of favor from federal government, they could become his friend. But when it comes to some issues like the one of this IPOB and all of that crap, you see that there's a dissent in some ways. Even though they give that illusion of that they are working with federal government to really resolve that matter in the southeast. Yeah, I don't think so. Or from my reading back then. But now with Tinubu now, it's like every other area of these southeastern governors, even though they're not member of his party, apart from the only one or two of them that are APC governors. I think all of them, even the Soludo that is not even APC man, you can see how he do this a paddy kind of. You know, they're trying to. I think they're trying to war him into APC. I don't know. Maybe that's the strategy. You can see that at least the Labour governor for Abia, the only one PDP governor they have so far now in the southeastern state, which is the Enugu governor. It's also more like APC kind of. So you can understand that the dynamics has changed. So I would say Tinubu has no headache whatsoever to worry that these people are working against him, or they just don't like him, or they just don't. So I don't think he has. So for that reason, since they're on the same page, I would imagine that releasing Kanu will be to his benefits, except he is continue this politic of tribe that he has been playing ever since even before the election and after the election. I think that's the only thing I feel can move Kanu again to become some other kind of the way he is, his posture towards the Nigerian state. Yeah, that's the only time I can see that. Except maybe another thing could be maybe if they, depending on the condition of release, when they release him, the condition they give him for him to be released might also determine if he will continue this IPOB whatever resistance against the Nigerian state. So there's a very different way we can look at it. But I see what I did by and large, I like 2 weeks ago, I think I was on a platform. Or we all know that platform here. I mean, also, I don't want to mention, but you know the platform. And I postulate there that I see, because when this bombing was going off everywhere, every now and every year, everywhere here and there in the northern part, I was postulating that there are two possible explanations behind it. For me, I look at it that it could be some people are making case for why they should bring that US base.
National man, you feel mention name. I know my platform. Anybody can come advertise anybody platform. I know they restrict.
Okay,
You
no
can
problem.
call anybody. Let's say the platform no one. As far as I'm concerned, you can mention any platform. You can market any platform.
Okay,
You
no
can sell
problem.
your platform. It doesn't take anything away from.
It's okay. No, let's not go there. It's
Yeah,
okay. Let me just go
yeah,
on. Now I know that you're not educated. I mean, you're not averse to it. So no problem for me. So
yeah.
I see some people are making case for why the US base should be installed in that area, because some people say, well, if US base could be installed in another part of Nigeria, that could contain this Islamist from that Sahel area there towards Chad. That's one case. That's one thing I read from that. That's my reading of that this recent bombing. But another one, which I think which is the very likely reason, will be these the sudden meetings that we're seeing that all these let me not even say I hate to say it, but I will say it here, the Fulanis, because all of them, all the people where they say they meet, they're all Fulanis. You don't go see any other tribe, other northern tribes there, like the Biroms or the Kajes or the whatever from southern Kaduna or other part of Gombe, Adamawa state, where we say they know be non-Fulanis. You won't see them. Everyone are Fulani. What's his name? Well, your man, your Kokonso, he called himself Hausa Fulani. What's his name? This guy from former president, na Fulani. What's his name? The former vice president, na Fulani. All the people they meet, they're all Fulani. It tells you what hold these people have had on that over that. I mean, these are just minute people, minute tribe that don't even, the population is not even up to some bigger tribe in that part of Nigeria. In another, but let's just say that. So my point is that they are planning to unseat Tinubu. That's what I'm saying. But my another reading I'm looking at it is that I think if the vice president knows what is good for a former vice president, he should just go and just sit down. I think they're trying to play him again. I see that some people said the whole scheme is for 2027, but I think I would read it that it's not 2031 rather 2031. But some people like me, I see people like because you won't tell me that this one they go around, go they meet Buhari, go they meet Buhari, go they meet Erufai, go they meet everybody. They're all meeting themselves. You can't tell me that it's because of 2031. By 2031, what do you article one run for again? But then it will be like 80 something. You only enter 90. So what are we talking about? So I know it's 2027. So I don't know what some people will be saying that it's it's about 2031. But it could be substance way because the only way I can say it could be 2031. We say then they deceive the former vice president. Then people like the likes of Erufai and the rest of them, they are being used to deceive the vice president to think that they are forming an alliance against Tinubu for 2027. And if that, let's assume that is 2027 now. So I don't believe it's 2031 because the vice president is not running for 2031. He's running for this because this is his last chance. If he doesn't get it this time, forget the 2031. He will never get that because by then he will be very old. So what is he going to do? So my point is that if it's 2027,
wait, sorry, what is the vice president? You're talking about Atiku or Shetima?
Atiku.
Okay.
Atiku, I meet with the other people now. So anyway, so my reading will say if it's 2027, let's assume these people are really sincere. They're not playing him because I think that man is very naive. What's his name? Atiku is very, very naive. He's a naive politician rather. Because if you look at what is going on in PDP, it could, despite all the anti-party activities of Wike, it could not really bring the BOT or whatever the crap they call themselves in that area to really expel or discipline to be Wike. If Wike still has that hold on PDP, it tells you much that Atiku is just, it doesn't matter in the equation, in the calculus. It's a political calculus that is going towards that 2027. It doesn't matter. Except they won't spend money again. They won't chop. You go chop your money like the way they chop on the last time.
Now, okay. Let me ask you this. Don't you think Wike is still holding on to it as you rightly put it? Because no, I'm repeating what you said now that Wike is still holding on to. Is still holding PDP strong. Don't you think that is possible because maybe the southern PDP, the southern politicians in PDP are somehow supporting Wike. When I mean supporting him now, just get that momentum around him in order for him to actually challenge Atiku again for 2027 ticket, which will be also be in Tinubu's favor. I don't know if I'm playing with the.
It can never happen. Can never happen because that would be. It never happen. This is the reason why it will never happen because if Wike is still part of Tinubu administration, so maybe Tinubu get which I foresee that happening very soon. Or it might happen.
Just so we can Atiku's bid.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not necessarily he's going to win, but just so we can.
It will be very glaring at that point that Wike is a more. You get it? Because you cannot be part of Tinubu's cabinet and you are still running to clinch the ticket for PDP to run against your master. I mean, to run against your boss. And you're serving under his government. So at that point, if he does that, then everybody will know that yes, this guy is just being used by Tinubu and his people just to scatter PDP again.
No, in the name of South presidency, not forget.
Okay, let's leave. I don't know. Maybe you know what you're even talking about.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying that's what is happening. I'm just saying, don't you think maybe that's what's happening? Because why I said that because Tinubu can only sell that South presidency because Muslim ticket has been used and done. So they have to do the other narrative.
I get you. Let me just land this point, okay, please. But as you said, you get me my mind off what I'm trying to say. My point is this: is that if I Atiku is, I mean, which I know is running, is running up for 2031. He himself has said it. He said he must be president this 2027. Inshallah, that's what he said. I don't know, maybe I'm quoting right. But he said, he was said to have said it in one of the newspaper or one of the media platforms. He said, I will become president. So, president is, I know it's not valid for 2031, it's 2027. So let's just say that, let's assume it's 2027. My point is this, is that now that if really the whole optics we're seeing now that they are all coming together, all the whole northern elite, so-called Fulani northern elite are all coming together, it is to one purpose, that they want to unseat Tinubu. And now, if that be the case, now this what you're saying now might have to come into play, which is what I said on that platform that very day. I said, then Tinubu will now make it a matter of North versus South, or South versus North now. But then he will need South-South, he will need South-East. I know the middle belt might want to go for him for the most part, because most of the governors of the middle belt, they would work for him. They work for Tinubu if it comes to say now North versus South. But the only problem they will get is if Southeast is allowed on that ticket, which is of course obviously going to be on the other side, is going to be the vice president. But which I see if Obi ever does that, then I don't know, maybe Obi get his obedient base like he got to the last election. I know Tinubu people, they will spread their propaganda to make it look like, oh, now it is now not against the South. Because how can you people just have your 2-term and then you want to let it go back again to you people again? Now, the only way that I see this whole thing being that Tinubu will get a very hard run for his money is that if the Northern Bloc, if they let Obi be on the ticket as the main contender at that ticket, and then they put a powerful person from the North again to be his deputy, which I don't know who's that person going to be. But if they do, then that could give that their ticket a very strong one. Because the point is this: if they ever try to say they want to make it another against you this time around, then they go rally the whole of the South, which might also include the Southeast. But the only way is that if for one person like maybe, which I don't expect what's his name to ever be a deputy to anybody, to be vice president to anybody, because if he does that, then it will now show to some of his obedience that okay, maybe this is more than what we're thinking. Then we cannot allow the northern people to they trust the people now with propaganda machine. They go throw their propaganda machine out there to make it look like it is now them against us now. And maybe at that point, Obi might not have any pull. But the only way I think Obi might have pull against Tinubu is if they make it like, okay, we accept Tinubu. Now, the only Southerner that I know that has that clout right now, that has about 6-point-something million people banked with INEC already, is Obi. So, except maybe they want to do another Mago just to give the. That's why I said, you see, this reading for me, I won't put anything past Tinubu and his machine, and his propaganda machine, and his war, his political war machine. I won't put anything. They know the calculus, they know how to do it. But all I'm saying here is that I'm just seeing some kind of, they're just trying to throw some narrative out there just to see how it's going to sell and see how they can start working against 2027. But for me, I just don't know how this is going to play out for sure. But I'm just reading it and I'm just saying it the way I'm saying it. That Tinubu will make it if they ever make another a major ticket, a major candidate for any major party like say PDP. Let's say the former vice president. Then they're going to make it a North versus South matter, and that's going to get ugly from there. So that's what I'm going to say. Let me allow other people to talk for now. Are you still there, Obi?
Yeah. Hello. Jonaba. There's one guy. Yeah, I don't go. Jonaba.
Hey, Obi.
Hello, Jonaba. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Go ahead. What do you say?
Now see the. Oh, now see the Nnamdi Kanu matter with it.
I don't know. I think it's politics, is the external politics that will decide that. Uh, in as much as in Nigerian space, I don't think Nandi is a threat to Nigeria in general. So I think it's more, if it's at all, if it's considered a threat, it will be to the eastern zone than the entire Nigeria. And if they are negotiating his release, depends on the conditions that they're going to give to him. And if he's signing up to it, it's about interest and the pressure. Uh, in as much I'm not in tune with so many of his rhetoric, but more of him to push back on Nigerian uh, leadership. They should have respect for their citizens, create more opportunity, and make life more livable. If anybody can push that in the north, push it in like him, push it in the west, midwest, south, and all over Nigeria, if you have people like that. But I don't believe in 21st century that all those things has to be violent. I think it can be something you cultivate an idea in the mind of the people, and they can see that people disagree with the way they're being governed. As a result, they know the consequences that then you can push back. But if they release him, it's also going to be the Eastern governors and the leaders around the area that decide this release. I saw the clip of their meeting they had in Enugu recently, and they demanded for his release. And it's all politics, you know. Politicians tell you what you want to hear, but behind you they do what is in their best interest. And that is leadership is not about making the whole thing known to people, but at least there should be fairness. Another thing is that we all have to put our shoes in people's, put our leg in people's shoes to see how they feel sometimes. Uh, and then what is it? What is the intention? What is the motive behind whatever people are doing? But end of the day, I think it will be best interest of Tinubu to, if I will speak to the political aspect of it, he will, if at all it seems that he want to make a decision that he will do it to his own advantage for 2027 election. Um, but 2027 election, uh, if the thing stay as it is right now, I think, except anything change otherwise, I think Tinubu will still continue to, he will win the election, whether by whatever means, but he will be in the office. Now the economic pain on the people, I don't know how they will address it between now and then, because sometimes it's not the inflation alone that matters, but to stable it. I remember when dollars was 200 and 300, and then the highest one that he jumped was become I think at 750. So when it became stabilized on 750, people were able to do business, because you don't want to do bring things to Nigeria or import anything to Nigeria at the moment, and then when the thing arrives, the prices change on you. So it depends on how he stabilizes the economy between now and that time. But politically, I know that he can use his influence. But you cannot take the anger, the pain, the hunger, the desperation of the people. You can't take it off account that they will take, that the people will not react to it, whether at the polling unit or during the campaign rally. I think if they go out as APC campaigning in some areas, I think they will face some pushback. They will face some serious pushback from the people. Oh, why are you coming to campaign? Why we are hungry? So it all depends, but that doesn't mean that it's going to lose the election based on Nigerian factor, because people are just being disingenuous. A lot of Nigerians don't vote; they just talk their talk on the street. They just want to follow the flow. And if you remember correctly, I was saying that time that I'm getting my BP up because it will not going to result all those gyration on the street. It's not going to turn out to be a real vote that gives the LP uh, uh, presidential a vote to win. So eventually that came to be. So well, we see. I think Atiku have vowed that as far as he's alive, he will continue to run. But I think PDP, they're still strong, but they are still divided. I think there are some, the G5, they have find their way to be supporting the president because of Wike influence on them, and Wike constantly supporting them, maybe in their political and otherwise. So they are still loyal to him, and so there is no doubt that uh, the APC is going to lose the presidential election, while the opposition party to say like PDP, uh, the governors and those that even were against him before now are pushing for him that let's give the president the opportunity, let's see how he do things and all of that. So I believe that there's a hope for that. And Atiku, for instance, he's still going to run, but then and you cannot take El-Rufai's children out of the equation. And El-Rufai's children are politicians. They may not run now. They'll be preparing to take over. And you see, that is the problem that ordinary Nigerian don't see. And that's why someone like me, I'm not in support of this dividing Nigeria or this and that, because it's the same people you are trying to create another section for them to govern, because they are the one in power, they have all the resources. So end of the day, whether you say go east, the same people who are still on the federal of Nigerian doorstep today, is the same thing you're going to see there. And if it is not driven by ideology, rather by ethnicity or driven by religion, and then what difference? And the judiciary system is not strong; it's weak as hell. It doesn't hold anybody accountable. So what do we rely on to make a good governance?
Janaba, let me ask you something. Do you mind?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was just so curious, because of the name. Do you have, and I'm not saying they are Igbo, but do you have any last name in Idoma, that sound Igbo?
My own name or
No, no,
people?
not your name in Idoma, Benue State. That's where you're from, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that sound Igbo.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because all this saga that was going on. I don't want to break. That's not the topic today. About that Sharon Ojo, his her last name, Egurimbe. I said, how come you have a Gurumbe? That's her last name. You're probably not familiar with what I'm talking about. It's an actress, a very popular actress, very pretty actress in Nigeria. Her name is Sharon Ojo. She just had a saga marriage, but that's not the topic. It's the last name. When I saw the last name, Sharon Ogurimbe, So I mean, that sounds like
You know
it's. I mean, she's an Idoma. So
yeah, there are a lot of the if you go to the part of the Enugu, when you go to Ubola for Eke Ubonu, even in Suka is like in those days they trek, but now They don't trade because of because of the modern distance. So they intermarry. They do everything together. They have a common boundary between it, and then there's part of like my grandfather. The mom is from Isuka. So we have a compound there, and they came to fight in those days, according to the history, the place that they live in Idoma land. They are the one that fought to carve the place. So they have Idoma, that side of, they call it Ogbadigo local government. They speak Igbo, they intermarried.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what she speak. I was just going by the last name. So but
Yeah,
she's an
yeah,
Idoma. So
yeah. The Idoma people bear a lot of Igbo name.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Are you not in Doma? Jonaba,
So,
are you not in
yeah,
Doma?
yeah, I say Idoma people will bear a lot of Igbo name, and I told you where my grandmom, my grandfather's mom is from Suka.
Okay, see, for me, the Nnamdi Kanu saga. I mean, for me, I just believe that there's more story than they just try to use that guy as a political pawn, negotiate with some of the Igbos, because the way the whole thing is playing, the whole 2027 calculus is going. If Tinubu, since he's getting this pushback from the Northerners, and Northerners are really mad at him, or at least that's what their elites wants us to believe. That the Northerners are angry with Tinubu because he abandoned them. I mean, I don't know who are really abandoned. Is it the people that were abandoned, or they, the elites, the likes of El Rufai and the rest of them, that Tinubu did not give position? Rather, he has been giving position to the Lagos boys, as some of them will say. He's been nominating all the Lagos boys, So, and they felt cheated out of the whole thing because a lot of them felt that by working for Tinubu, they would be called to come and chop too, like they're all currently doing. And now that nobody has given them anything to chop, so therefore we'll start everything for them. So if that's what the whole hula balu or whatever you people say it's about, then it tells you that there's much to it. So that they will find it very difficult. That Tinubu might find it very, very difficult 2027. The likelihood is there. I mean, I don't know if people saw this morning a report from some of the dailies that almost like it's almost over. How many trillions of 90? Is it 90 trillion naira is in circulation? Is that what it said? Let me look at that headline again. It says something like 19 trillion naira is in circulation. I mean, how can you have that amount of money in circulation? I mean, like, why would there be inflation when you have that? You see, when I call this guy, this is the name of a guy. I call him on the platform. I call him Apa. Apa means somebody who just spend money anyhow. He just doesn't.
Rational man.
Yeah.
The money wey dem take win election, now they don't bring am come out dey spend. That's why there's money everywhere.
How do you know that for a fact? That's money.
You just look at the time frame now.
So why they bring it out now?
If they give you 500 million as a community organizer, maybe they rig your community. Now you go begin spend that now 1 year after the whole thing. So there's money. It's okay. Explain why there's money everywhere there. Why you get
now I explain now. I will explain to give you now. I mean, it's like maybe not be following the whole thing. You go 90 something million naira given to Arch. They pay 1 trillion naira for something trillion naira for Wike and his federal capital territory. And the state governors, all of them, they are pumping their own trillion dollar naira into the circulation from their own budgets. What's his name? The Nigerian government already, the biggest so far, the biggest budget so far in the Nigerian history is by this current president, which that is there, Tinubu, and different trillions that people are getting, all different ministries are getting, and they are using to pump money. I mean, what are we talking about here? So why would they not be? Why would they? I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you're saying now too is not part of it. I'm not saying the people who don't hide their money, they bring money out too. It's a part of it. But my point is that this guy is just what's that English word I'm looking for? To show that this guy just is. That's why I use the Yoruba word, which is Akpa. Somebody where they spend money anyhow. We don't know. They think. We all grab the money, just throw and give people, yeah, go enjoy yourself. That's the kind of person Tinubu is. Tinubu is not the kind of people you would think about. I mean, like, if people are talking about the Lagos he built, what stupid Lagos he built? The people that work with him, some of them were just technocrats who were able to guide him. Tinubu has nothing upstairs to give. He knows what he's good at is just, this is their politics, APC. I mean, this is their intra-party politics, how to maneuver other people, or do other people, use his conny, and maybe even snub people alive. If anybody will stand in his way, he will take you down or take you out or however it does. So that's the kind of politics he does. But actual governance, Tinubu is not. Maybe if you look at 1999, I mean, the people likes of the former president, vice president, and what's his name? Is chief of staff that time. What's his name? This guy, Fashola, who performed, by some standard, he performed very well compared to any other governor before him, apart from maybe Chakonde. Performed very well. Those are the people that were really behind his success during that time. During the time that the people come here and talk about the crap that he never really did in Lagos. So there's nothing you campaign. There's nothing you can campaign with. All the success that they were just campaigning about during the election was, he made the Fashola, he made Ambode, and those things that those guys did was what they were campaigning with. Not as if they have anything concrete that they can say Tinubu did. If you were saying Obi did not do anything, what did you Tinubu do? Because I was on ground in Lagos State. I knew all the crap that the idiot did. And what are you telling me that the guy did? He just come in and sell us bologna and selling us something. But it's okay. But we know everybody they collect now. All of us were all seeing the consequence of the guy's incompetence. So the point I'm going to just try to make here is that I'm just looking at this whole election going forward. That if the Northerners know what is good for them, it's just look for another Southerner to rival him. And if you people really want power to go back to your side, but some people say, well, what some people have said is that they will just let Tinubu do his second time. Let him just finish his second time, because if they say they give out to another person from the south, maybe Obi, then it means Obi go do two terms. So what should you expect then? Why not go do 2 terms? So you see, I just believe that that's why I believe this whole narrative that is going out there. I know it's a deliberate ploy attempt by the APC just to test the water and see what people will buy into, what people will be able to accept, so that by the time they start bombarding people with their real propaganda machine, their real propaganda, then everybody will get lost in the sea of, or in the ocean of information that we don't even know which one is true or fake. Yeah. So, Janaba, will hear you if you want to mute. We'll hear you from here. So anyway, for me, I just believe that there's more to this story. I know Tinubu want to use Kanu as a pawn to leverage on his 2027 ambition. Somebody you see, this is what we're saying. How can you be grossly incompetent? There's nothing you have done. Already people are campaigning for you for 2027. On what basis? If not because you feel like he said about Edo State. He was talking about Edo State, say, don't worry, we will win Edo State. I won't put it past him that he won't win Edo State, because he controls the federal might. If he deploy all the whole army, carry them, send them, go there, when they go rig the election for an APC guy. I don't know if did you see the judgment that just came out early this morning for Lagos? The Igodalo, the PDP guy, they've stopped him from running in this election. Obi, are you there?
You should be there.
Obi, you're sure you'll be there. So that they don't stop.
I did. We talked about it this morning. We had a session this morning about it.
All right. So,
but you can still talk about it. I'm not saying you not talk about it. Just tell you that we know.
Oh, okay. All right. So for me, I just believe that there's more going on. I think this race is going to be between the Labour Party guy and the APC guy, which I've not even seen the guy even campaign. That's to tell you that they know what they were doing. They know they laid their pipe already, how to bypass flood the whole place with electoral malpractices and whatever, so that they could just declare their candidates. Because I don't see the guy, the so-called APC guy, I've not even seen him. Should we not be talking about debate now? Should the Edo people not be talking about the debate now? You people, 3 of you, come and stay on the podium and debate, and let us hear you people. But no, it's not about what policy they have. It's about who is the ruling party, who is the one that has the greatest, that has the biggest money to spend. That's what it's all about. Huh?
Yeah, but sorry, well, it has been like that. You're talking about the APC, the not like complaining about Tinubu. Northern people are always like that, just like any other Nigeria. Who they agitate when it's not in their favor, or when those that they are loyal to not bringing their own thing to their base, which is all over Nigeria. And by the way, Nigerian spaces, we that are enlightened and see what's possible around the world, that we speak to things like that. Nigerian politics is about who and who or what or which party is in power, and everybody jump here and there, jump the wagon from one to another because of the popular of that party at the moment. If PDP regain themselves, you see the same set of politicians and those people who jump from one party to another go the same way. The only difference at this time, of course, the suffering is real and the people are feeling it. Otherwise, Nigerians don't really, they only complain when it's not in their own. They are not. It's not that the one benefiting from the power that been at that time. I mean, the party in control. So, end of the day, whether the Nottingham complain or the East, the one thing I want you to assure you is that the person come close in 21st century was should be if Obi, I know he's going to run again because now he come out often to criticize the current government, but then depends on how he worked things between the PDP and whether he will stick with LP. But then the commotion uh, in LP right now with Bori and the rest of them. Only God knows how Peter is going to look for his own. He's going to find a strategy to, and he is going to exploit his own option. But if you say Atiku and any other Northern will not run the ticket of whatever the party they want to, no, it's a common approach to politics in Nigerian space. They're going to let Tinubu have it 8 years, and they're going to start campaigning to say, oh, Tinubu, and then whosoever. And you can imagine 8 years from now, who knows? I don't think, no matter how
Janaba,
uh,
Janaba, what you just said now, because if you look at it, if we had to assume that, okay, Tinubu is going to have his 8 years, I know it's very difficult, it's very rare that you see a vice president trying to become a president. I mean, they can try, but they will never become it. But there's a speculation out there that this guy is also positioning himself. What's his name? This Kanuri guy, the current
Vice President Shetima.
Yes, Shetima too is positioning himself for presidency for after maybe 2031 or 2021, 31. So if that be the case, then so is that going to be some kind of like the Fulanis against the what's this? This is tribe. This
Kanuri.
Kanuris, because that's another thing people are saying now that it's going to be that because then if something like you said was it you that said it that former vice president Atiku said he will continue running. So if he's going to continue running and
that is what he's saying, and I'm quoting him.
I know. I'm not saying he didn't say that. I'm just saying that if he's going to continue running like he said, then which means he might possibly have to run against. Well, I know everybody too he himself too has his eyes on presidency. He wants to become president. Everybody wants to become president because if you look at all his moves too, it's like he wants to become president. what's his name? Okoso wants to become president. So now, who of them now could be able to beat what's his name? The current vice president.
Shetima.
Yeah, Shetima. Because if Tinubu support him, give him all the support, they use all the same propaganda machine and their political machine. Shetima will win it. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's just what I'm looking. Another reading I'm looking at there. But you see, it's just too early for us.
Shetima can only get Borno State and get Yobe. Get I can't get Kano. Kano is always going to be except otherwise. So the main state that uh, uh, is Shetima going to have a big influence, though right now they they like him as a person, but if he run in the north against any other Fulani person that is interested, he's not going to win the northern vote, and that's what they're going to calculate. That from that zone, the bulk of people that will come there, you can only get Yobe State, Borno State. That's it. So because if Atiku is gonna run, Atiku will have upper hand on the Adamawa State, and if at all is between APC and PDP, apart from looking at it from the side of north, north central, northeast, northwest. If you are looking at it from that area, those people still have more influence than him. Though the vice president is very popular among the elite. You know, it was in the banking industry. He become the governor of Brunei State, become a senator, spokesperson for a PDP. So the guy have been positioning himself for national party like this. But end of the day, if he come between him and any of those uh, Fulani, Hausa Fulani, they're going to take it from him one hand because he's not going to. Most of those states, Bauchi, Jigawa, Sokoto, Castina, all of those area, it's not gonna win it if the Hausa Fulani come out to run. But then I understand that for now, I believe they're going to let the ATS go for Tinubu, no matter how the Northern cry, especially if it is Peter Obi that come uh, from the east and under the LP is going to lose more election. And even if he come to PDP right now, some LP people still will be upset with him. The organic obedient will go wherever he goes. Well, he will lose few of them that enlightens us. Okay, this is about principle for us. But then, if you run again, um, people you see the if we are looking at it, states are created for political reasons, and those who foresee what they want to accomplish by creating such states and expand their political space, you can see that if we get uh, the non-Northern Igbo, it will be difficult. The only reason why Obi have his charisma, Obi have his way, and especially he uses the internet very well to galvanize the youth. But is the second time it's not going to be like that. The only person that Igbo people may not even vote for, and he will see make a wave in the north, will be Soludo. Even Soludo loses election in Anambra State. Trust me, if there's a choice between Peter Obi to the northern elite and to make a case forget Korocha as a Muslim, whatever. The only person they would love to deal with will be Soludo, but not Obi. Obi to them, apart from the fact that he picked the right candidate, Ahmed, who is also a seasoned politician and uses his machine in he has a university, so the youth they really did a great work. You can't take that from them. But when it comes to real turning all those things to a voting power, you can only go to someone like Soludo, not to be in the north. So we just did this because, of course, there's a desperate for Nigeria need a change beyond these two party, PDP and APC, and it was a shining moment for Obi. And meanwhile, we cannot say that Obi have not been aiming the presidency. He had been making speeches way year after he left the office. He have been creating, building his base. Then was picked by Tiku as a vice president, running mate. So all of that created that groundwork for him, and he was able to carry through by the way he carried himself. But 2027, if he runs, I mean, I think he will run, but then it's not going to make any too much difference.
Well, it's yeah, it's just too for us. It's too. I mean, it's just too early right now to pinpoint how this whole thing is going to play out. I just believe that the the whole thing for now, for me, it's they're just testing the water to see how people will react and what people will be, what they can sell to people, you know. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything plays out. But I just believe that trust trust the trust the APC. But I just it's just for me Nigerian politics. Sometimes I just get so I just get so tired of wanting to talk about it because you talk about governance and then you're not even seeing anything that these people are doing. It's just the same talk. They want to run, they want to enter office, they want to election and election and election. How about the truth? How about the governance itself? And when you look at the governance, it's nothing. There's nothing to write home about. There's nothing to hold on to as a dividend of what they've done, as the benefits that has accrued to the people themselves. I mean, look at the super inflation that Nigeria has. Over 70 or 90 trillion naira is in circulation. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at that figure right. I don't know if that's the figure, but I know something trillion naira is in circulation. The worst of its kind in the history of that country. How can you have such amount of money? A country that is not even, I don't think that money is in circulation, but at the same time, there are production, there are goods that is locally made that our money is chasing after. Then you know that people are getting paid for their services or for the goods that they're selling, and they too economic activity is going. But I mean, the goods, the production does not even equate to the productivity of that country does not equate to that certain amount of money to be in circulation. You know, because some people just just bring those money out just for some kind of corruption to change them and start mopping up the dollars and other foreign exchange in circulation so that they can start moving it out to Dubai and other places and go and buy their property or go and put it in some kind of banks over there. It's just it's Nigeria is just too hard for anybody to say you want to really explain the situation there, and it's just Is that President Black League? Black League, you did there?
I do.
What did happen now?
I'm the solution. Vote me in.
Or which party they run under now?
I never get party yet.
And then you want me to vote for you? How that one take possible?
And then I dey sensitize now. Obi get party.
I ain't get party now. I Labour now.
No, Obi no get party. The drama for them too many.
You just say you don't get party. I mean, you just try to. He get party now.
Get party.
He's a member of APC now. I'm a member of a Labour Party rather as APC.
Being a PDP man.
All right, we'll find out. Time will tell. Yeah, time will tell.
Right.
So they asked about they asked us about Nnamdi Kanu saga. What do you think?
I made a release now. What do you see in prison for that? So
They have been in prison now. They don't go do Zobu. Get them
I
down.
know the main beef now against Buhari and Fulani brothers,
Exactly.
and they don't give way. So there's no point keeping it. May they free them. Even in movement self, you know, they too get division, autonomous, so this and that. So I don't think you'll be of any harm to them for now. It might even help them more.
Okay.
And all these politicians from the southeast, now them put them for jail. Oh. It's the same ones coming out to call for his release. Because they know the election don't they come. Anambra election is coming. You know, say Anambra election no be beans.
Soludo now, I think they make him the deputy chairman of the Southern Governors. You know.
Soludo is the solution. Soludo is the solution, and it's already there. So what should they talk? Soludo solution is still very active. And we want to become.
What you Soludo don't do for that Anambra?
Is your business partner running for Anambra State governorship, national man?
You say?
Is your business partner running for Anambra State governorship election?
Who is that one? Which of my business partners?
Nah. As we mentioned, Chukudi. Mo just leave like that, Chukudi. Mo no mention last name.
There are many Chikudi now. I mean, no, I don't know if you want to really talk now.
Now they talk now. I don't mention the last name.
You mean
According to Buhari, you mention her now, they will come after, they will kill her.
That man or something else.
I don't know why I'm making him one measure. I don't know who. I've been asked to do one measure. They will not be killer now. Those men take us play.
Nah, that's just yeah, this man.
Now, Babangida first time. Babangida grad interview. Say, oh, mid-50s. Young man.
Just ginger boys.
Go punish those old men, I swear.
They make boys go invest.
Oh man, let me laugh.
That company don't see your people. I mean, don't see.
Oh man, history will be very fun. Very hard about it.
There's something that where they baffle me. Why can't we just do it and get it right in our country? We just prefer the status quo. Not as I don't get it. I don't know the answer to that question. But I just don't understand.
I think the question. Sorry, National Man, define the we. Who be the we? I think that's where the problem is. The we.
What you mean? What you mean?
So you say can't we just get it right? So they say who be the we?
I mean the politicians and the people themselves.
Well, as far as they are concerned, they are trying. They are doing their best. I'm not speaking for them. I'm just speaking here. That's what they think. That's what they tell us every day. And they are doing their best. But people know they sleep, working there at night. So, that's why I say who be the we.
It's insane.
That's what I'm like.
Insane.
You know their story now. When you know their story. You are there when they started. You are part of the Nedeco. You are there. Isn't that the goal from the one to make this right,
I'm not
to
being a
fix
deco.
it?
Who does have been a deco? I don't been a deco. Me, I just
Come on, you be push,
I just my
you
own
be
my own freelancer. I just do my own freelancer. Then I don't really concern
but
with that.
that was their goal now. Not be their goal, but that in Nedeco to fix Nigeria to get it right. Just as you said, wasn't
No,
that their goal?
no.
They are in charge now.
The
They
Nadeco
are in
people
charge
that
now.
yeah, the Nadeco people we're talking about are not the Nadeco people that are there today. Tinubu, no be, you see, we always get this thing wrong. Tinubu just jump on that bandwagon. Then let me say he has anything. I mean, like it's not as if it's not, even some people have like there's even speculation that it was one of those moves that was being sent him to go and join uh, the Nadeco so that he could be giving what's his name giving Abacha information about what they are planning. That's why the NECO was during that time they were not effective as such. The only effective was to say they were abroad. They were able to convince some countries like Britain, Great Britain, Germany, and the United States. So,
Isn't, isn't that where we are now?
is that what?
I think not the same position that we find ourselves now. We are abroad. Are we contributing anybody?
Our own different now.
So,
You they get
okay.
meeting with Biden. They get meeting with Olasho. They get meeting with so you now you use your platform to talk about it, and then I wonder where they hear us. I mean, they hear us. Who knows? But then the point is,
They don't care, man. They only look us, they laugh. You know, these jobless people.
hmm, yes, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane.
They use us, they catch fun.
That's
Yeah, they
why.
are
So here's the
tyrannic.
thing. That's why when I come here, I just talk about something. I more talk about man woman thing. I mean, I just forget. That one just come on my mind for this Nigeria matter. Anytime if you carry Nigeria matter for head, so they get headache. And that's what I'm
But
getting.
anywhere when you talk, go now, they say now, when we switch it to America now, we don't know where they end with their own wahala.
No, America is still for election now. At least we know that there are two candidates now with they run for election. And you know,
Yeah,
say,
it's just the candidate, don't they? No, they don't get candidate. Yeah, these people, eh?
are you still on this?
Ah,
The Obama wife becoming the replacing now, replacing Biden
not
with
be
the Obama.
about my wife. Not be about my wife now.
So
I'm telling you, Biden
what,
no go reach the finish line. I don't know who, but that guy ain't go reach finish line.
I didn't know. Say because Trump not the leader now
Okay,
for polls.
no, they don't give him another chance again. Ain't go grant interview. They go release the interview on Saturday with ABC. I've been at CBS, one of those. So they are granting him 1 hour interview. So you know go there live, but you know. So that's another try where they set for now. If you fuck up, if you fuck up again, ah, you know the national mind. You know what they funny to me? Eh? Me, now Democrat media now I just they consume. I swear you go laugh tire. It's so funny. The way they go up here and against Biden, that then they destroy them. So it's always entertaining when I hear them.
But at least they are being honest. They're being truthful. You know, it's not like your own.
Which
Your
kind
own
truthful? Which kind
oh,
truthful?
no,
Now today we know say Biden no dey with us.
no,
Wetin
forget
be
it.
true? They fit tell us. This thing wey we dey see, when we see so.
No,
People don dey talk am how many years?
hold on now. But your what's it called? Your the idiot. Your one the one we had there before. Trump. Now my question is to you is that all the crap when they do, we're not supporting him. The election.
No, hold on. Oh,
No,
okay.
let me learn first. The old election. They rig the election. All the election. Whatever. That some people who came and dump massive ballot papers and whatever. Were they not what Fox was and all that thing, and Max News and all of them were all doing until they had to sue Fox. Fox had to pay billions of dollars as settlement.
Look at what you are. See, look at what you are comparing
So
now.
you people are not
Look at
facing
what you
reality.
are. Hold on now. Hold on.
I'm
Look at what
asking
you
people
are
that are being
comparing.
realistic today, and then you're telling me that
National mind.
I didn't hear
National
you.
mind.
Yeah, you go.
Look at what you are comparing. Look at what you are comparing. Deep down as you did there, so you know say that guy, no be dey in charge. So who they govern you? That's the question you should be asking. That's the more concern. You are worried about the man where they lie. You don't even know who they govern you. You are not worried about that.
No, come
You
on.
worry about where they lie.
Stop this propaganda. So stop this control. I mean, this
I know. I
conspiracy.
they ask you. I they ask you. You
Biden,
yourself did that. You know
Biden
say
did
that
it.
guy.
Dude, now
Eh?
Biden did it. Now Biden did it. Biden did it. I don't
Okay.
know. Now who you know what they did? Now who you know? You did see that? You see
No,
that for
no.
you
I
see
ain't
the
did that.
whole
No, that's not the question. I don't think I ain't did there. The by
So
the way you see, so is that guy 24-hour alert? They wake her up at 2 a.m. the morning. They Russia don't send a bomb to Panama Island. That guy go know where in there. Come on now. Why you they talk like this? How the talk about making? We don't know say we are coming somebody is lying. How they lie? Okay. But you don't know who they in charge of your affair. You are not
conspiracy.
scared of that.
This is conspiracy. I asked you now who did it? Now you know they give you just
I
they go.
tell you, say me no they listen to any other media again. Now their media, PDP, Democrat media, they listen. Now then they, what I am saying now them they talk. I am quoting CNN, ABC. I'm quoting them. I am not quoting Fox. I'm not quoting them. I'm quoting your people. Them.
Say what you mean. I was in
Eh?
I don't be Democrat now. What does that be Democrat?
So why is it me? They are talking as if me. I'm talking off my ass. No, I dey quote CNN. And them get them. I mean, don't be their media be that.
What did they do? What did they do?
They are looking for somebody else to replace it. Say because the guy is no longer with us. They follow me. Why they follow me arguing? I mean they do am. Not me.
You make it sound like before now. Before now, this will see this
Yeah,
cognitive.
rational mind. Rational
Before we see
mind.
this cognitive
Rational
decline,
mind.
like
Hold on.
somebody was there
Rational
before
mind.
him. Somebody was there.
Rational mind. Rational mind. No listen to all our politics. Go listen to CNN. I'm not say Fox. So don't not say Fox.
Why should I listen to CNN?
So that you go know say I'm not speaking from my heart now. I'm quoting them.
I hear
You dey
you.
challenge me. Why you challenging me? You challenge them now. No, no, this person na me talk am.
I don't hear you now.
True. Na
I hear
them
you.
dey talk am, no be me. If you say
You go
na
there,
me now, you go
you
dey
go there
okay.
so that you go feel hear what you want hear now. So that you go hear so
No,
that
no, no,
you
no, no, no. If na Fox now goes okay, maybe Fox dey lie against them. If na Dr. Damage go say, oh now one man went to mo go say they lie against them. This one na them. Na them. Na them dey confess. No, it's an interesting time. No worry. We go. Anyhow, they will get president.
because we don't see, I mean, they seem to say that your Trump is coming back, Abi. We'll see how it go out. We'll see how that will pan out now.
No, that guy said, I know sure the bank go even reach the finish line. Oh.
Why so?
I know sure, sir.
Why so?
I know sure.
Why?
More they see. Eh?
Why so?
Why so?
Uh,
The same thing when you dey complain about you now, true. I be say your complaint no valid.
okay. Okay. Your people will just say,
When we when we see
is he there up there than Biden? And that's what some of your bad people talk.
oh yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah.
But it depends on who them wetin go happen within the next 2-3 weeks.
Well, some people don't say
I
look
now
at
now
Obama wife. Some people they put Obama wife. I don't know why some people they talk about Obama wife in this one.
that's a possibility too.
Well, I mean, at this point, either they use what do you call her? Gavin Newsom. I think that's the only person where
I
they
mean,
say, yeah, we go fit debate and where we go fit. And the issue not be like you said the other day. I think the issue is not really about debate. The issue is who can win the election. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now they will win.
I think Gavin Newsom just still has the clout. You know.
Don't be surprised to see outsider too. When I mean outsider, like all these Jimmy Diamond, all these billionaire hedge funders guys. Don't be surprised to see any of them too.
But did you see that? You see, what was that person I was trying to fact check it the other day when he was talking. What was that person? Maybe not you said, but I don't know. You're talking about that after that debate when Biden was saying that, by the way, 16 Nobel laureates, they endorsed his economic plan.
Okay. Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on
yeah.
now, hold on now. He endorsed his economic plan, and it's true. I went to fact check that thing, and it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said this guy economic plan will, it will plunge America into a huge recession.
Who's the
I
economic
don't
plan?
know what are the I mean even so there are some Republicans who China's why they watch some of these like China like this why they watch some Republican guy who say they will talk. No, they just don't want this guy back in office. They don't want Trump back in office. They
Yeah.
hated him with passion. They won't vote
I know
Biden.
they
They won't vote Biden, but they don't want Trump. I mean, look
as
at
soon
Pence.
as they
When they asked Pence question, you know what Pence said? My Pence.
yeah.
He said he's not going to vote for him, but he's not going to vote for
Yeah,
Trump.
of course.
He's not going to
What do
vote
you
for.
expect?
Yeah. Don't say what do you expect. The issue is that it's somebody that knows. He
No,
knows who this
what I
guy is.
mean is they don't they destroy now. Trump, just like the obedient bounce on Wale Soyinka, so mega bounce on Pence too now.
Yeah, now
So
you go compare Biden now to the Magabi. Are they
no,
Maga now?
now the same operating system. Just like the MAGA success, they successful at first try. I know the difference with that now. They don't they test power. Obedient they try. But as soon as Democrat don't get who they don't arrive who they want use, you go see there's be a growing concern for Trump too. But I don't know how they will succeed.
But in all of this, what does Obama said? I don't know. Obama still carries some kind of weight too, because
Oh yeah, oh yes. No say them Obama are like they no go them no go they go they play their game on the ground because they know their words they're very powerful. They don't talk anyhow. So they go see the talk on the background now, like if they actually the persuading to whatever they are in, but in your role, whenever it's still on the side of the president publicly.
and
He said it's just in one
my
debate
former
that enable.
deputy now, so he go support him
Huh?
for deputy now. My former deputy now, my former vice now. So he go also meet he go
Yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
want to support him now.
But I don't. The Obama no really supported her the first time when he won run. He supported Hillary. So the new cabal where they around Biden now. Although they cannot, I mean, Obama knows better where you go fit where you go fit it anyhow because his followership is still very big. But no, they
Well,
see that this interview where they want release on Saturday. After that interview, we'll see. Things will they become clearer much more. Because as at today, he came out and said that it's not stopping that that it's not stepping down. That's Biden now.
hmm. No,
That is,
he has said it like that. The next day, he did a stump rally somewhere in is it North Carolina, something like that.
yeah.
He did a stump, so and it was very. He spoke like somebody that's. I mean, I was like,
Well,
what did happen to you during the debate?
we
If you
have
can speak like this, it was very fiery.
National man. National man. We have
Very
one of
fiery in
the
that rally.
MAGA director of strategies among us right now in the
Yes,
person of Babasi. Babasi, one of the MAGA. Like, now, now the MAGA director.
those are
Babasi,
pro
if he
NRA there now.
if he if he na straight Trump piano. No, nobody
She
no
did
shaking.
Georgia now. Maybe Georgia you did.
Nah,
Question.
Trump.
Question. So
Yes,
why did they disqualify the Edo PDP guy, governorship guy?
they say some what? At 5,000 people no vote. I be something. Them. I say some people don't.
I think that the work
They
of
sue them.
Shuaibu with that. The work of Shuaibu. Former
Yeah.
the
But
former
this is the same thing. But the same thing happened to Soludo now. Remember, 2019.
They just
Where
indirectly want to just rig the election and give it to
They
this
want
guy.
to
They're gonna rig the election. We already see the handwriting on the wall.
they want just disorganize them. They want to disorganize them. Nothing they have, they'll come back.
I think at this point, I mean, that the Godalo just have to they just rally around support Labour, because I think Labour is just an appendage of a PDP of some sort. You know, in some ways.
Right.
That's the only thing. Because if they allowed APC and then this guy go, I mean, Labour go at it. APC
I will campaign for that ticket there. If they do it like that, you just said. If they did the way you just said it, I'll campaign for the ticket. If
Yeah,
PDP
but then,
decides to go with
I mean, in fact, do you know that even this APC guy, they use obedient in the campaign? Do you know that? The APC guy, they use obedient in the campaign. They look for what's that guy's name? That the APC guy. I said, I mean, obedient for what was that? Obedient for that. I mean, that APC guy. What's his name? Monday something. So they say obedient for Mondays or whatever. So that's what he calls himself. So I mean, why would you use obedient? Obedient, as the name even implies. I mean, the name Obi. It's just to that name obedience, which is Obi, and then it's people
no be blackly tell you say Obi no get party. You say na lie.
You don't get what?
Blackly say Obi no get party now.
Don't mind show they mind Blackly. Blackly and his yes.
No, that come from obedience themselves. Oh. They say they no be labor. So now why you see obedient for this, obedient for that, every politician get group will be obedient to the supporter.
That's the point. That's
Everybody
the point.
claim obedient.
Yeah, I accept your point for that.
Wait. You see when obedient go they support somebody for London UK election and they come out they come. They know what type of something. You know, Obi was actually rooting for one of the contestants in one of this election in UK.
So,
And
but Ovie, the obedient movement, one will think that they should have at least party politics should have been the next play. So this idea of shining,
they are bigger than party now. Obi himself said that they are bigger than party. So what are you talking about?
Well,
Obi said they are bigger than party. That's Obi himself. Now, no between so
I mean,
I don't understand.
No.
What you said now is what you said now is exactly what they should be doing, but they say they are bigger than party.
No.
So.
I'm saying that they even have the level. If you with that number 6.5 million, if you join the Labour Party, you can overwhelm the members there and take it over.
Yeah. That's what I said.
So I don't know why you would not leverage that and even be the bigger coalition of bigger tents. Now you have a political base. You have people in the House. You have people in the Senate. You have a governor. Then you just build on that. But now you have a political structure like a party now.
See, the word there is built. That's where they work in. Why they talk like that? These people, does it look like somebody that wants to build? That's work. That's work.
Yeah.
And let me, man. Now fast.
Because
build the movement is fine.
Because them doing back will help them to negate some of the narratives out there that they are their original party. Because now original movement. When you have a political party now, then people from Ogun or Sokoto, you can then expand there, but it will be people from those locations, right? So you have to expand the tent a little bit more. So then,
as you said it, you said the movement is Obi. Obi has like his 2 elections in him.
Right.
There's no time.
So Obi's making so it's about Obi and not about Obi, not any political ideology then.
The movement is Obi. That's the name. Obedience. Right. Start with his name. Just like so it's his project. He has no time. He has 2 elections to do something. The same thing with Konkosea.
You see, that's the problem I have with Obi. I've said it many times. Obi is just I don't know what his strategy is all about. If you're trying to build a movement, all right. I mean, this movement has been built for you organically without even you sweating over it. It just come, just rally around you, and they just come up with a name. Why don't you just leverage on that? I mean, like these people say they're not part of member of a political party. Right there, I think that's a problem in some things. In some way, for me, that's a problem because if you have this law,
National man, when you say these people,
land now,
Obi, no, I'm just saying, Obi himself said it, not be saying that these people,
that
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 they are bigger than political party.
well, whatever he said there. But my point is this: is that they're bigger, they're not bigger.
No, just to support your point, just to support your point. That, that's a
You will
very
need
wrong way for you.
you will need a platform because in Nigeria to ready to run. But whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, but for me, I just look at it that it's at this point right
It's a
now.
bad thing.
They should be talking about. They should be talking about a stable political party, not the divisive one that they already have, which is
Yeah.
Labour Party, whereby one of their somebody was threatening them that they should go get away from. They don't want any obedience in their party. Get it? So, which means like, well, that was this guy, one of their former, this guy, when him la media, Papa, what was that guy? That guy from Ogun State.
Aberimbe, Abi,
What's that?
Aberimbe, Abi, so along something like that.
Yeah.
Who are they
So
talking
Abi,
about?
Huh?
are,
Who are you
are
guys
you
talking
talking
about?
about the spokes? Are you talking about the spokesperson?
Yeah, what they talk, what they
No,
always
be
talk, they always go over on different channels, go they
na Aberimbe, something Aberimbe,
Arabambi.
Arabambi.
so you're right, Arabambi, yeah,
I don't destroy him.
yeah, Arabambi.
Whether na Abaribe you want talk, I don't know. When na Abari.
Arabimbi. I say Arab.
Arabambi, Arabambi.
That's
So that
crazy.
guy, he was saying in one of his recent interviews, said, "We don't want to be there. And they should get out of our party." Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's the point. And even look at Abu now with all the whole allegation around him. So I think you don't need this for the kind of political movement that you are trying to create. So I think at this
Abura and
point,
Papa are working together now.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard now. They're working now. So that's the question now.
All
Like,
na politics.
it's just
Just imagine, rational man. They beat this old man to poop pretty much. Disgrace her physically. Like these same people. Like, wow.
so the point that so the
It's
point is,
crazy, man.
I think at this point, he should be talking about a stable home for his movement because so everybody just they claim obedience like this. APC they claim obedience. PDP they claim obedience. Your own Labour Party they claim obedience. Your candidates. That's the problem. So you need to let them they get a house. Of course, maybe they're bigger than a party. They're bigger than a political. But yeah, I believe that. But the point is, because of the shenanigans of you, their own major candidate that they see, moving the political party and that political party spoiling all your
Rational man. Let me ask you this question. Don't you think the release of Nnamdi Kanu will cause fight between Obi and the obedience movement?
why? Why would they? Why should that? Why would that?
Because the way that I'm seeing it, right? If Obi decide to jump ship, that's a big division that the opposition will capitalize on and exploit it wide to a point that they will either start misbehaving, quote unquote. So Obi will now start denying them, or they'll start using police to go after them. Obi will start denying them. That division, I'm foreseeing that division. I'm seeing that the pressure will come from because whether we like it or not, once Nnamdi Kanu come out,
What will lead to
his
that now?
movement is just going to grow. His
What will lead?
movement is going to grow, and it's going to grow out of obedience.
No, hold on. They'll just say something. I mean, how would that develop? That they will go after them. Why would that be?
What would that be?
Yeah. What will lead to that? That they would now start going after the obedient or what? Why?
By the time the Nnamdi Kanu movement takes shape and start growing out of it, Obi, as we all say, okay, no get party. If he decides to join Atiku, right? What do you think is going to happen to the movement?
Well, you see, I still don't even see any relationship, I mean, correlation or whatever relationship between what we Nnamdi Kanu's release and the obedience. I agree that I understand that there's some part of obedience that I also used to be maybe former uh, IPOP, whatever. There's a totality of them that are not not the
No, no,
totality.
no. I'm talking about just the normal followership, normal young people that follow
I,
him. Forget
hold
high
on,
pop or whatever
make
now.
I develop my thoughts first. I mean, hold on first.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't see why that should happen, except the APC, which I know what they do very well, and that's what they do very well. They do it at very best. They use their propaganda to incite the IPOP people against the obedient. Except that they will create some kind of narrative that will make them to become going for their each other's neck. Except that.
It's always like that. It's always
So
like that.
my
Yeah,
point
you're
is
right.
this: I don't. Besides that, I don't see any reason why they would want to go against Kanu. Get it? And then if that happens, then anything human being should understand that there's more to that than what we know. And apparently, some people are trying to use that to scuttle the obedient, to label
No,
them.
because this is what will happen. By the time Obi go back to Atiku, they'll start calling him names. He's a sellout. He's a this. He's a, just like that within themselves. You understand? Those one who are loyal to Obi to the core, we cannot stand it. We will not take that. They will have to retaliate. Going back and just like that, as you said, APC will exploit that, and boom, Obi will have to make statement. Obi will have to take side, either deny the movement totally or stay with them. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
we shall see how that plays out. I know there's every possibility
But
that can happen, but yeah.
but wouldn't that be better if they were part of a political movement? It's like even when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, some of them might peel off and go back to that movement. But the likelihood, I mean, you have a better chance of keeping the core intact and expanding your base in a political structure. And number two, you can gatekeep then who comes into the obedient movement now, right? You can gatekeep. It's very hard for me to gatekeep who's an obedient now. It's very hard. But if you have a political party, it makes it easier to gatekeep who comes in and out. That's what I
But
think is missing. So
Baba T, I don't think in believe there's a need to get keep them. It doesn't
no,
believe
no.
in that. I
I
don't
mean,
believe.
I mean, for those that will try to infiltrate the movement like they are doing now, like you said, there are APC and PDP. Everybody wants to claim obedience because there's no home for the obedient. They don't have a
You
political home.
it's because you are not seeing the confidence that they have in this movement. You understand? It is me and you that
That
are not seeing it. They
that
are so confident that there's a
no,
movement that can stand anything
they
from
just
them.
been
That's
no
what they
no.
believe.
That is just being delusional. Come on, you know better now. That's just being delusional.
No, because anytime you ask any of their soldiers, top military guys, and then in bit of Okonkwo, Aisha, they'll tell you, no, 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 they are
No,
structureless.
no,
They are
no,
just,
no.
they are like,
No.
okay.
They are core members. Of course, they're going to sound that way. I'm discussing the
No, they
fringe
are the leader,
members,
they are the generals now.
but they cannot win the election. They need people. So I'm talking about the followership that can be easily swayed by other political movement that might spring up. You never know. Tomorrow you might have a new movement that might spring up, and you might have them leaving the OBA movement to go and join something else. You never know. It's politics.
Oh,
You can
for
have a new
sure.
political movement. Maybe you have
My
NSAS
movement
party
will be
just show up.
my
You
movement
never
will be the
know.
biggest.
But
My
how?
movement will be the biggest.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The political wind can blow anywhere at any time. Okay, that's what is not. But for selfish reasons, Obi is not. I think he just wants to keep them to himself, like some kind of
No,
toy.
but talking about political wing, that's what fuels Obi now. Obi flows with the political wing too. Anywhere he wins, he go there. I mean, you're not saying that.
Ovie, don't mean to die.
Yeah.
By the way, actually, don't mind. Did you see that video of Joe Biden when he was introduced today by Kamala
Today,
Harris?
No.
No, no. Let me tell you. Let,
today.
let me tell you what happened. So they introduced Kamala Harris tried to introduce him as the vice president, right? He made a mistake, like a tongue slip. And guess what Joe Biden said? He said, good to see you guys here. Ho ho ho. The guy thought it was Christmas. So in his mind, this guy needs to quit, man. How do you say ho ho ho
No,
ho on July 4th?
yeah. He has exam to write on Saturday.
No, no, that no,
They'll
no,
publish the interview on Saturday.
no.
That will
The
now.
the guy thought it was in this was Christmas celebration. He didn't know it was July 4th.
I think
Nah,
that Sonoma will disagree with you.
no, I have go online now. You will see it now.
No, no, I know what you are saying. I'm not. I'm just saying that people like Rationama will
Oh
say that
ho,
lie. Say that
no,
propaganda.
oh ho on July 1st. Nah, he needs to
But
quit. Mm.
see, me, I know them well that the Democrats know what they are doing. That's one thing I know for sure. Nothing that is happening that is a shock or no, no, no,
They
no.
okay,
They can act panic all they want.
they
There's a game at
know,
play.
they know, but the
There's-
issue that the issue that they don't think they have a viable replacement for him. That's the issue.
Man, I don't know. See,
They don't
I
believe so.
start underestimating Democrats after last election. I swear to God. I don't know. I know that I stop until the last day. I will not write them out. Hi, these people. You know why? See, Babati, thank God, you are familiar with the latest development with the tech world and all that. How much do you think algorithm will play in this coming election, Babati?
I mean,
Algorithm,
it's always been a major factor. It's gonna be part of it. But what I
AI, algorithm compared with together with AI. What is the role?
no no
Who is
but
more in control in that aspect?
no but
As you
what
see
I'm
that.
what I'm saying
Mm.
is there is so much you can manipulate data if the person you're trying to protect keep messing up on a weekly basis. It makes your job harder as a political operative. So
No, they can build no
no
to
no
build a consensus around any other candidate is
no
easy. That no be problem. You
mm,
you are you keep worrying about the candidate. It's never be about the candidate at this point. It's not about the candidate. That's why they can afford to play this kind game.
okay, so
It's
who
never
do
about the
you
candidate.
who do you think they have in mind as a
They
possible
have
replacement?
a lot of people in mind.
No,
A
no,
lot of
no,
people.
no, no. Give me a name. Like, give me
Okay,
some.
if you go to let's start from the business world, right? Before we come to the business world, where the likes of Jimmy Diamond them, right? From Chase. We have Mark Cuban. We have the likes of uh, I mean, within the Jeff Bezos family. I'm not saying this big name now. Just look into that direction, the business class. Even though they tried before with Bloomberg, it failed. But I still don't rule them out from that class. Then when you now come to the governors, those who are in who are governing now. We talk about Michigan, that's Granted. Talk about Rhode Island. We talk about that is the former governor of Rhode Island. We're talking about Illinois. We're talking about who again? Who again? Then talking about the cabinet members. It's Buttigieg's name is coming out. Mama Hillary Clinton. She's still very much in the mix. Our Obama queen. She's still very. So they have a lot of people that they can build. That they have what 4 months. That's not easy thing now to build a consensus around and do now. There's a lot of names that they can easily build consensus around. Babati.
You said Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, I mean don't be surprised. I'm telling you. even
I was,
even
I was maybe thinking. Come on, I was thinking maybe Gavin Newsom. Then I will take you
yeah,
seriously.
Gavin Newsom, yeah, those are the governors class,
No,
yes.
yes, maybe, but nah, come on, Cuban, nah. Gavin Newsom, maybe, but why does this woman's names keep popping up? Michelle Obama. Why do people? Because that's
Because
so popular
because
to the
because
floor.
of what is happening right now. If you pay attention right now, the attack machine from the GOP has changed. It's directed towards Kamala Harris. You know why? Because for the past 24 hours, the polls are favoring her to be the next president. Why? Because they have raised over 170 million, right? That money cannot be transferred to any other candidate unless to Kamala Harris because she's on the ticket, right? So now, and we know that her popularity is nothing to write home about. That's where people like Michelle Obama comes in. So there's no way if you want to switch because Kamala Harris was there because of what identity politics, right? She's black, she's a woman, and she's black. So if you want to switch her off without chasing a major constituencies away, you have to be somebody of the color but more popular, and that's where a name keep coming up. And the fact that she said, well, I'm not interested, which favor her the more. Because at the let's say when it comes to the 10 minutes, they want to look for somebody who they can rally the public around to trust. Because oh, he's not a politician, he's not interested in playing games, blah blah blah. You understand? They know how to do all these games. So that's why her name keep coming up. Period, just because of that, because she's more popular than Harris. You cannot switch Harris and bring a white man into the equation, or switch Harris and bring a white woman into the equation. You have a very hard job to do to convince women, people of color, and all that kind of crap. So when you bring people like someone like Michelle Obama, they say, okay, right? After all, she's love. We did that community. I'm talking about women and color and all that kind of stuff. So that's the only reason her name is coming up. She's popular and they are powerful too. You know what I mean? She and her husband, they are very, very strong in terms
So
of the.
because Obama is still behind the scenes. I mean, some people will
Oh
even
yeah,
refer
oh
to
yeah,
Biden's government as Obama's third term.
yeah.
So,
I agree
if Michelle comes, that means Obama has been still running things.
for sure.
And I mean, so if Michelle comes in, it's more like when Hillary came in, where people were still looking at the husband, like
Bill,
you
Bill,
want to, yeah,
yeah,
Bill. So so it's more like Obama versus Trump. That's what it boils down to.
yeah.
So that Michelle doesn't have any political experience. I mean, Hillary at least was a senator and was a secretary of state.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
They know that, they know.
but they will package out, the package.
Yep, yep. There's some people who will, some people who will like that more safe because they're proud that he doesn't have the experience. They'll like her
They
more.
will say
They'll do everything.
she's from the outside. There's BS.
Right, right.
Like she was not
So,
Just
but
like Trump from
there's
the
another thing
outside.
again. There's another theory again that even just as we are complaining that, well, I was asking rational man who's running the country now. They all believe that Biden is no longer there. So there's also a push that they might push Biden out and swear in Kamala Harris as the first female president, da. But just to finish his term, right? But they will bring somebody else, or they'll bump her up. They will now. That's where they will now bring somebody like he comes to like vice. But as soon as they start their term up, they'll bump the tickets up. But I mean, at this point, man, I just know there's something these people are also. I don't know what it is, but this is not something that they are not in control of. They are in control of everything that is happening. And I know they know that the guy, they know Biden is not here for a very long time. But it's, and Trump is very. If you bring somebody that is popular like Michelle Obama, how do you campaign against her? Like somebody like Trump. How can Trump go against her without necessarily crossing the line? I mean, Trump is not scared of crossing the line, but that's what Democrats are looking for. Cross the line
It
and they
was
will expand
you
it
see
for you.
with Trump, it will not be so much of the race thing. It will be more of the gender thing that he has to be
That's
careful.
ahead. So it's
Race, yeah, because he has black men that will support him, but they will be torn too. Like
right.
you have, but I think it's more of because if you remember, the reason why Hillary lost to her was because of white women that voted for Trump instead
Yeah.
of her. So
Yeah.
you actually, but this is a woman now coming in, and and she has
It's, it's,
the
it's
first
a
black
very tricky.
man. So he has to be careful about that the gender thing. I know it's very it's very loose when
They
it comes.
would destroy if they bring Michelle Obama. They would destroy Trump. God damn, they could
But
because Trump
but
with Trump no go fit beat Trump like that. As I said, without crossing the line, he's not
yeah,
scared, but They go anytime you cross the land, they will go to market. Now just look at it. You know, that Trump. Now Trump pretty much dey get all the headline and the news. As soon as convention finish, that is where Democrats will now start whatever games they have up their sleeve. They will now start because that is their turn to dominate the airline, going to their own convention. So that's where the real story will now be set. Whoever they have in their sleep, once that person come out, that will dominate the conversation for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. Whoever that person is, you understand? The media will go. So I mean, it's just going to be shock, surprise as we go every day from now on. Like I said, on Saturday they will release the interview of Biden. That we see again. But they all know what they are doing at this point. We just sit down and watch for the entertainment. Then
Yeah,
even the guy that run Disney too, name keeps coming up too. What's his name? Edgar, something Edgar. Yeah, man. You actually what you pointed out to the gender stuff with all the time, man. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. If it comes down to that, then Trump has to rely on the old tribal politics and just go down that path, just to keep
Well, I mean,
that because if he starts, because like you said, in a debate, he might not want to, really go full throttle against Michelle. But
yeah.
Trump, you never know. So, Michelle, to me, I don't think would be a good idea on, because now that's just the early polls now. When things change, and I don't believe, because is that she doesn't have that political experience, not for black people, but
No, see, you are worrying about you are see, Baba, see, you are worried about maybe governance and all that. This is about winning. It's about winning. They just let's win. You understand? It's about winning first. The governance aspect, no worry. That is already taken care of. So it's about who is going to win. You understand? They don't really care. Anybody can govern now. They can put you there. They will still run there. Those way they run things will still run things. But how do we win? Because you have to win first before you can run things. It's a from us seeing it from outside. It's a very tricky. I like how they do. I like them. It's as
so
far as I'm concerned, it live up to
what
expectation.
about what a- what about a Gabby Newsom Michelle Obama ticket?
That one too. I see. That's what I was saying. At this point, nobody knows.
Because
Every
Obi, this is the new America now that I am noticing. I mean, going forward, there will never be a time in America's history going forward where you have two white guys running for president anymore and vice president. It has to be white and one minority group. That, if you notice, that's the new America now. If two white guys come, it has to be maybe a man or a woman, or white and a black or Hispanic. The days of having two white guys run for office at that level, I think, is over. So even Trump cannot pick a white guy. It has to be a
uh,
woman or a minority. The way, if he
well,
wants to win, that's the new America now.
I know. It's yeah.
You
I
can't
see.
you
I
can't
see. I
you can't have two white men running for anything. I mean, at that level anymore. With the America has evolved to. So I'm thinking, is it going to be this Indian guy or the senator, so the black guy from Sakanana, the black
nice. Vivek and
and
Scott.
yeah, I think it's or a woman. It should be those. Yeah, that's it. You can't pick a white guy. That's not gonna. So, but
Well, I don't
if he
know.
if he picks Vivek, it will lose the black men votes. They will not vote for Vivek on his ticket. That's the thing. So if he wants to, because I know he's been building up on the with the black male vote lately. I know he's trending up right with the black male votes, right? So, but Scott, I don't know how well he's with black men overall. Like I've never really, I mean, so I can't really speak about Scott, but yeah, that would be the only. Vivek is a nice guy. He can be in the cabinet, like he put this surgeon in the last time. But I don't. I would say maybe Tim Scott would be his best bet with black men. No? I mean, if we are all playing or racial politics now, so that would be my own. So Scott would be because that one will not challenge his authority. Trump doesn't like people challenging
What
him.
of what's her name? This the former congresswoman from Hawaii, Betty Gabriel.
No.
She's a former Democrat. That's so don't rule her out. She's a veteran too. So
Are they vetting
she's
her?
young.
Are they vetting her right
Yeah,
now? Is she on
yeah.
the
And
list?
then she ran for president. She ran for presidential ticket with Hillary in last election. They just fell out a couple of months ago. So she's there too. Man, I don't know, man. See,
Don't forget. Let's not forget this guy, Ricky Rubio. I even forgot him.
okay, yeah, okay. So no Republicans, people plenty. Marco Rubio, I mean,
The guy from Florida,
yeah.
that was drinking water. That how do you? I mean, guy, now what are you going? You remember that bottle of water he was drinking? That's what finished his campaign. And remember now when he was responding to the president's speech, and he had to grab a bottle of water to drink in the middle of a speech. That ended his campaign. That was bizarre. So yeah, so Marco Rubio, I
Yeah,
think,
man.
is also there. This governor from this blonde, beautiful girl from is it Idaho? No, from Dakota, South Dakota. The governor there, that's a beautiful model looking chick now. Uh, no, Trump likes his blonde, so it might be that. Yeah. Or you can even pick our surgeon, Gary. I mean, he has experience now. What's his name? I forgot. Marco. No. Oh, no.
Ben
Oh,
Carson.
Ben Carson. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Ovie, are you talking about Elise Stefanik? Stefanik. She's from New York though. She's from New York, so you can't pick from New York again now. That would be like let it. I don't think you can. I don't think you. Or Brian. Oh, by the way, Ovie, Brian Donalds. Don't forget Brian Donalds. Brian Donalds is a congressman from Florida. He's a very conservative dude too. So Brian, and he's 45 years old. You know what? You know what? I think he will pick Brian Donalds. That's my pick. I think he picks Brian Donalds. He's from Florida, so he's from a swing. So he's from Florida, black, 45 years old, well-spoken conservative. Because Tim Scott has a problem with conservatives. He's over 50 years old and he's not married. He's single. He's a single 50-year-old man that doesn't play well with the Bible Belt of America. As you can be conservative, but they want the so-called family value voters. So you can't be a VP over 50 years old without any family.
Hold on. Tim Scott is engaged. We got
Huh?
engaged. Tim Scott got engaged two nights after Donald Trump.
No, he has no
Oh,
family. No, I'm telling you how he plays. He has no kids, no
I
wife.
agree.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
yeah.
telling you. I say after a couple of months ago, this motherfucker got engaged to a white lady, soon to get married. Make her bring her. Make her go free fight now. I see
Uh,
what you are saying. He's
Yeah,
ahead of the curve.
yeah. Why do you think he got engaged real quick? Because he knows.
It's because of the thing now, you know.
He
So
knows
I
those people will not. But I think it's better if you have children. For those the conservatives, you need to have kids, family. That plays well with the middle America. They need to see that.
yeah.
So him being over 50 years old and getting engaged, I think it's not gonna. But Donald or Carlson, I think will be my own. I think that would be my own because the guy checks the box now. Is he married to a white girl today? Let me see his wife, Brian Donald. Who is he married to?
So the guy, they are getting married in July after the convention. I tell
So,
you,
oh,
he's getting
so
married in July.
okay.
Again,
Erica Donald is white, so Donald married a white girl too. So
Tim Scott will marry in Scott's home state. Scott's spokesperson Nathan Brand confirmed to the Hill. This means their wedding will come shortly after the 2024 Republican convention in July and before election day in November. My guy is ahead, man. My guy know within this. And a white baby will marry them. Marry Mandy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The chance to move around plenty. And you know, since they as them by they release Assange, Julian Assange.
oh, finally.
It's all part of the movie. Yeah. Yeah. So he used to sign a deal to serve 5 years in prison, but it already served already now. So
So, by the way, not to that good, but the Nnamdi Kanu thing. What do you think how does that play out then? Because I saw that the governors from his region they met over that matter like is it a few days ago?
this is
And
what I this is
I'm
this
asking now. I don't know. I'm
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah. This is how simple and short I see it. Atiku is busy trying to what do the momentum work for the north, Abi against University 7. So what Tinubu is doing is actually doing the consensus within the southeast. So how do you do it? Nnamdi Kanu is the best pitch to draw that consensus. So that's what you are saying. They will release that, but they won't do them in a very they won't carry everybody along. Let
so.
go
So
everybody
do you
actually,
do you do you, do you feel like it's gonna be like like a show where release where it's confined to like Abuja because because
I
if
don't think
they
so.
but maybe it comes with conditions because if it goes back to the southeast and it start talking again, you know how that goes. So I think it comes
They
with
go,
conditions
they
then.
go do am like Julian Assange. They go say if he's guilty of something. So and that guilt is the most sentence him to what 5 years, 2 years, whatever in prison. They say, well, it's already has already served it. Might be incarcerated. They go free him. Maybe he go first of all move first, go London, go chill. But I don't think there's going to be any very strenuous agreement whether to restrict him to a state or house arrest or I don't see that. But a political move now, but people that put in the play now, game in the play. Rightly so. They will not build a narrative from there saying that the North now in prison now, the North are against you. You understand? Just to counter that momentum that article is building. But that's how the election is going to run on next by 2027. It's going to be not against the South. You
Oh
understand? So it's going to be
yeah.
not against the South. That's it.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so it's for 2027. I see people are also making move in the north as well. So this is all
Yeah.
political. So they are turning Kano into political football now. Everybody
No,
just
no, no. Himself, is he not a politician? He's also a politician now. His ways are just different. Just like Obi's style is different.
will you be surprised if Nnamdi Kanu came out and said he was going to run for office? Would that surprise you?
Why would I surprise? Part of the human race.
Let's say for governor or senate or something. Yeah.
I will not be sorry. No governorship, no, I don't think so. Even
Senate.
presidency have not been now. Senate, no, it can only be the presidency, just like it's but I don't
Wait,
think I don't know. I don't know.
Nnamdi Kanu for
Not
president? Really?
it might not be now. I know it will be now. Maybe like 20 years from now, if that be the case. But that's not maybe now. Now they carry out something special that the politicians don't have. It has natural followership, organic followers, and it built down without any bribing or any like sheer hard work. So that will sustain him for as long as he lives. It can only grow. and I think he's aware of that too. So now that's what I see that is happening here. I think who is building because the Muslim ticket no go sell again.
Oh,
Something else has to sell.
for second term, you mean?
Yeah. So something else has to sell. And
But
the now
but
north and south they
but
sell.
but Tinubu is not going to drop Chetima. It's not going to
No,
drop.
no, 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 no. It's not. I'm not saying that. But people will they're doing a great job so far now. It's going to be north and south. Because I think we will try and mend that relationship between that PDP relationship between the north and south, their southeast. We want to try and build it. This is bringing Obi in. I don't know whether that's going to work, but
But you think Obi will accept vice presidential role on the article ticket after getting 6.5 million votes?
well, since from Babylon for if you give me that president, I say that's a good deal.
No.
It's
It's
not
not.
going to.
No, not what he really thinks, but his follower. The obedience is what I'm really asking about
The
because they want.
obedience, no
Okay.
obedience, no matter. But what will happen is that if let's say they succeed and win the election, and to bring the soldiers coming now, the normal obedient soldiers, Martin, bring it into the government, never finish.
And by
Now
the way,
deal.
Obi has never been a vice president. So that's a step
Exactly.
up for him. People want to look at it like it's a step down. No, Obi has only been a
No.
candidate. He's never been in office beyond governor.
Okay,
So
and Black League, if they can do this, they can politically they can say, you know what, we know you're not happy about him being VP on the ticket, but let's say if he gets there, once article is done, then he hands over to Obi. That could be
yeah,
a
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good
exactly
plan.
that's
Now
exactly the plan.
that would be the agreement now. That would be the agreement. But that's not a guarantee. So, boy,
And
as Bradley said, it's a step up, and it will be
and
the
that
highest political office holder from that side if he
yes, they are
becomes
going
vice
to
president.
market it to the southeast to say
Yeah.
the southwest has it right now. If you let Tinubu continue for another term,
It's
after
over.
that, he's going to hand over to a northerner. That's 8 years already gone. That's after Tinubu's second term, or 8 years will be gone before it comes back to the south. And there's no guarantee that it will come to the southeast. Why?
Nope.
Because other regions like the south, they are pushing out numbers. They have a lot of politicians now that they are grooming for that position. A lot, a whole more than the southeast is grooming. So that's really how the PDP will come out the southeast to be like, okay, this is your chance. If you support us, we get into office immediately after 8 years. We're handing it back to you.
It will be interesting though. It will be interesting how what will happen. Oh my.
And Obi doesn't
Well,
have a choice. That's Obi's lifeline right there. Wherever he
what
goes,
choice?
it will be long wait. Like he'll get all waiting.
And I think that is going to be his best offer and shot. If he refuses to take it,
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
done.
That's his best bet.
It's done. There's no guarantee he can get that 6 million vote back again. And it's over. It's over for him. So
Because that
I
has
I
always been.
can bet you that he's not going to get that 6 million back again.
yeah, yeah.
Because what people fail to realize is that, like I've always said on your platform, half of those votes were anti-establishment voters that just hated in PDP and APC. Anything,
Yeah.
And to
anything
keep
but
it real,
anti-Buhari. Yeah. So
to keep it real, there were some excesses too with Obi's votes. Let's not act like, oh, it's only
Oh,
Tinubu's
for
votes
sure.
that were rigged. That 6 million,
And
of course, there were excesses.
For sure.
They let it happen just to water down the PDP, to make
Right.
black league. Imagine
to
getting
make the PDP know that okay, oh, you people are not only our competition. We'll bring
right,
labor up to par.
right. Because to
That's
even
really what happened there.
to that point, I'm like, forget APC for a second, right? Black league, forget APC. But I know in that southeast, PDP is still strong. So you can't tell me that Labour got 94, 95% in 4 or 5 states in the southeast,
Yeah, they
and
work
and
some magic.
PDP is getting 6, 7% in southeast. Ah, come on now. That was ridiculous. That was too obvious now. But hey, that was
But
obvious.
of course, that's why they say you can only rig where you're strong. So that's where they were strong, and INEC let it slide because they saw the grand plan was really just to weaken the PDP.
But you think Black League? You think PDP will ever win any? Okay, how would that work though? Would that be a merger between PDP and Labour? Because you see, the leadership of Labour is kicking against any merger, right? That means Obi has to go back to the PDP, right? If that's gonna what your scenario you're calling out if it plays out, because Labour does not
Babati,
want to merge with anybody.
there's also a faction in APC that they can also work with, which is the CPC, which is currently
The
as people
the
galvanizing
PDP,
in the north.
exactly. It won't
So
just
those
be
people there too.
PDP. They will
Oh,
pull from all
Yeah.
the parties.
the
They don't have to
Buhari
call it
and
labor. They'll
Yeah,
just
the
pull
Buhari
from.
gang.
They'll pull from the guys in labor. They'll go to APC. All those people that didn't get any appointment, the disgruntled ones amongst them,
Yeah.
they'll pull them out too. So they'll just pull
So
out from wherever they can pull out from.
yeah, but my thing is
that
that
time now, that time, Konkoso will now become a hot cake. Who can
yeah,
lure him to his camp
but,
and put
but
Kwankwaso is
APC on the
already
table?
having meetings with Erufai them.
yeah,
So
but
So
Tinubu is not good luck.
I see the way Erufai bend down great time. I say, okay, oh, this man are planning.
But
man,
Tinubu is not good luck that you'll be losing or that you'll be peeling off supporter and you will not do it.
no,
So it's making
Tinubu game now to just wait at the 10 minutes. If we don't call deal with the right people, he don't finish.
so it's a different political animal compared to
Yeah.
the best.
So he knows
One
that
thing
he
with
know them.
Tinubu, his style of politics is he believes anybody can be bought.
Yes,
So he doesn't really see his enemies as enemies. You just wait for the right time.
my son.
You keep hitting. At some point you catch them at the weak at the weak point. You catch them off guard. You keep hitting the same spot till it gets soft.
So this is now the game that play now na master class, a high level
So
game that is
yeah,
going on.
it's like poker now.
Because even this same Tinubu and Atiku, they are still friends. Oh. They still
Me
they
believe.
even after the 8 years, if Tinubu comes back, I know he'll come back to our next election, 2027. It's still on ground that even if Atiku loses in 2027, in 2031, Tinubu must still support him.
Me, I believe say this one sef na game, just an agreement. You know, because you is better to know it's better for Tinubu to have Atiku as his rival than to come and have somebody that nobody knows. They know the force when they push the person, right? So you better have Atiku. They cut a deal. Just keep going strong, But this is it is bad to win. But in the next 2031, we will do it just like the way they did with Buhari. Not them. Yeah, I thought these are old men. They've been in the trenches together for a minute. They would rather cut a deal within themselves like that than to fuck with all these young guys who still get 3, 4 elections inside them. That's what I think is going on. But I don't know. It will be interesting though to see. But again, I see that there will be two groups are playing a game whereby they will whether weaken Atiku's momentum or take him out, politically speaking, take him out of the PDP or any big party they want to build.
So, but Ovie, the move, the what happened between how Atiku handled the situation with the PDP post the primaries. I was really surprised that he was that inexperienced with his political pedigree. Because one would think that a man that's been running for office for over many years since 92 Abi will know better. And to allow what happened between him and Wiki and that faction to try so I don't I'm not really comfortable or I'm not really comfortable saying that Atiku will play his game right again in the next 4 years based on the way he played the last because I was like come on, you
No,
had
no,
faction
no, no,
in a
no,
way
no.
you did not make
Atiku
it.
knows that is the best way Atiku can play it. Because there's no way you think Atiku I really believe that Wike will support him all the way, knowing the kind of game they play during Good Lord Jonathan. It's not a fool, he knows.
I'm not
There's no
saying that.
better way to handle Wike. There's no better way to handle Wike.
Yeah,
You cannot give Wike what they want because it's not
I'm
going to
not
work for him.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, of course, he has his own faction in the PDP, five governors, right? Even if he's going to
Mm.
do what he's doing, it's not. If you say yeah, you don't like Wiki or you have issues with him, it's a trickle down effect that I'm talking about. He has a followership, he has a base in the PDP. But the way you remember that fire interview that was it was like I was begging Atiku to at least talk to this guy or just have a talk.
No, that's what I'm
Like, it's a waste
saying.
of time.
No. See, when you know that there's nothing you will do for me to support you, there's nothing you can do for me to support you. What's the point? What's the point? There's nothing. Wike will not support Atiku. No, no. There's history behind it. Nobody
So,
said nah, no.
so,
He
so,
believe what they do to good Lord Jonathan, he will
mhm.
not let it go.
Okay, no, no,
You
no.
understand?
No, that
I
was
thought
just the excuse
uh,
Wike was using. That was just an excuse. He was just bitter
it
because he
was
lost.
that VP thing, Jare. It was that VP that did not
He
give.
That's
was
what I'm
bitter because
saying. That's why I
last
say
minute
he will.
maneuver, Atiku show am superiority when Tamboa just support him last minute at the convention.
That's
To
what
me,
I'm saying now. No. Yeah, what Babati is saying
it's
that
just
Atiku is naive.
Atiku showed superior political tactics. That's
That's
what
it.
happened.
That's the best way to
And,
play it.
and Wiki say, I no go agree, we no go agree, we no go agree.
Okay, but Blackley, when I was saying that, do you think Atiku post that primary did a good job in reconciling the factions? That's what I
Well,
was
as I
trying
think I
to.
agree with
The-
Obi in this one. Atiku didn't really make moves to reconcile it the way you wanted him to go all the way because it was already a lost cause. There's nothing he would have done to reconcile and still win that election at that point. I think he
and
already realized that. So it's better
two
for him to
things,
save his resources and re-strategize for the next election.
two things here. When do you think,
So, wait. So you see that
Babati, let me ask you this. Babati, let
Because
me ask you this.
reconciling
no,
with Wike would have still acted as a mole
no.
within that
Let
PDP.
me ask now. Let me clarify. So you're saying that going into that election, he knew he was going to lose to Tinubu.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah, he knew he was going to
Now,
lose.
the question you should ask that when the contact between Wike and Tinubu, when did that happen? Is it 6 months before the election? Is it 1 month before the election? Is it 4 years before the election? Or is it 8 years before the election? That's another thing we should know.
Only God knows.
So
And if
they
you
know
remember, yeah,
themselves.
I kept telling you, watch
They-
Wike. The way Wike has a sharp mouth, way before the election. I said I've
yes.
never had Wike criticize Tinubu. So there might be some alliance
And
way before
the
we even knew
mistake,
there would be some trouble. I'm like, this one way Wike they talk anyhow. Everybody is his enemy. He never carry him madness reach Tinubu side before.
the only thing you will accuse Atiku of is that him just him letting Wike build himself or build the party along his own way before the election. That's where he make a mistake.
So like it felt like, man, you were
Yeah,
in Dubai for years. I've been building it, just show up
yeah.
in the middle
So
of
he
nowhere and
allow
not taking
Wike
over.
to build structure within the structure, build men. So it
But
was
that,
even. I mean, he's smart though. He's lucky.
but it goes back to my point. What I was asking you earlier, that a man of that political history shouldn't have made that kind of mistake that you are pointing out
No,
right now.
yeah, he's a mistake, but he knows that. For him, it's all about the ticket, and he know that we get the ticket anytime, any day. You understand? He knows we get the ticket anytime, any day. He will get it. So that's why that's why that confidence is. But look at it now. The guy knows that everything now is serious. Bola Tinubu is in charge. He can destroy the party. Use Wike, like finish the party there, make the party no day again at all. That's why she say the guy no move again. He has to stay. So yeah, there's a lot of people coming up. Wike is just one of them. We are going to see more of Wike by 2031. But let's forget 2027 now. 2027 now for the big now here now big boys. 2037, 2031, it will they open, right?
That,
Even though there's in a
that's,
northern time, but it will be open.
to me, I see. To me, I see more of a northeast south coalition with the support of the southwest. That's the one I see for 31.
You
That's
say
the
what? Say it again. Say it again.
I see northeast south coalition as the ticket with the support of the south with the promise of giving the northeast south coalition for president and VP, and southwest will get their first senate president. That will be the deal, because their man is coming off, right. Is Tinubu will have been there for 8 years. He supports a northeasterner with the south. So you look at the Akpabio, not Akpabio himself, but that part of the country, northeast, they come together. They get the support of the southwest with Tinubu coming off as president. But in extent, the deal will be the southwest get their first senate president. So
So
that's
you
what
mean so they are going to run against northwest and
south, south,
southeast.
yeah. Then your north central will be the battleground, which I think will still favor the APC. That's the play. So if you look at the groundwork that Tinubu, you can see more of aligning with south. You have your VP there, so I think that will be. I think it's more of he's going against. He's trying to weaken. I mean, the moves he's been making so far is weakening the political grasp of the northwest. They're not. That's why they're kind of like they're panicking. They're the one panicking actually. Unlike the son of Erufai was saying, they're the one panicking because they
No,
are weaker.
because the case will be against them now. They just finished their 8 years, so to go back
Right.
there again will be hard. So they will have a strong case to make.
Yeah. So I think it's more of so that's my own political projection. Northeast,
All
south.
right.
Then, by the way, there are more voters in south than in southeast. More people vote in south than in southeast.
Yeah. No, your calculation is for the
So
fact that you didn't put name to it, you just put region. It makes sense. It makes sense.
you have number 2, 3, and 4 voting blocks. So I know you have northwest is 1, northeast is 2, southwest northwest is 1, southwest is 2, northeast is 3, south is 4.
What of if
For the
Republican come to power and Tinubu lose the election?
who?
What if Republican comes to power and Tinubu lose the election?
Republican. What's in concern Republican for Nigeria? No. Why?
I tell you.
I don't. But that is the way that is the path to the presidency for the APC. I think it's not east, southwest, and south coalition. Those 3 regions.
So we should be looking towards Shetima,
No,
Atiku,
like a Zulum kind of Zulum.
Zulu.
And somebody from the south. I can't remember anybody from right now in the South that can come up. But I think it's Zulum from the South, because Zulum has a wide spread appeal across the country. So he has that love. People just like Zulum. So I think it's Zulum plus somebody from the South, plus you get your support from the Southwest, of course, because their man is coming off. Then yeah, I think that will get them presidents again. That wins the presidency.
Well, we'll see.
Well, unless your man runs, yeah, what's his name? Your Kwankwaso.
What,
It's
why do you
PDP,
think?
right?
Why do you think? Why do you think I'm not going to run?
No, it should run under the. Ideally, if the PDP was smart, they will run him. That would be this that I think will give Tinubu a run for his money in the second term. But
Oh, over who? Over Atiku.
yeah, I think that's just my I
Nah.
think I don't think
See,
Atiku has that
in 2031, if Atiku is still alive and kicking, I don't see anybody that will beat him.
in that PDP.
Both parties. It will be the most popular politician in Nigeria. Both the young, the old, everybody, it will be very
So
hard to
so
beat
so
him.
so, so imagine Tinubu handing over to Atiku. Which kind?
Why? That's what I foresee. I'm telling you.
Black
That's what is going to happen.
Lady, can you imagine Tinubu coming off
Oh,
80 years now handing over to Atiku Abubakar? Kind of.
okay.
Nah, I
It's
don't
just
think.
man. Okay, we'll see. Unless they mind, they just know they with us again, or I don't know. But
It's
if you see here,
possible. It sounds crazy, but it's possible.
How old will he be? Let me even look at his age. How old will that Atiku be at that time? Let me
forget
even.
about age. Yeah, forget about age.
I
We'll
am
be in
not
his
forgetting
80s.
anything. I am not
You
for
forget.
so Atiku will be. Atiku will
If
be.
he-
It will be 85 years old. I'll be 85.
that's if if he can speak more than Tinubu, that's fine. If he can speak more than Tinubu and mind it, it's good to go.
85-year-old man. 85-year-old man will lead the country.
It will be the Baba of the called Baba of Africa.
If people
My
don't get
God.
if people don't get shit, bro, I'm saying you don't get shit at all.
Don't be bad in one run, so his body not running. Is he not in his 80s? Eh?
And what do you see right now with this ho, you know, about the place? That's the
Ah, the
worry.
guy is a major contender. What are you talking about? It's a major contender of a political party. But no, seriously though, if we are not careful, if all these guys where they come up, them will be the Concoso, them all this the next class. If they no act right, those old men they will exchange betting for their head. They have to do something now,
And
and I think
now
that's
I
what the likes of Patotum is saw that they are going to action now. They have to do something.
what
If they
Patutomi
don't do anything,
he has not been effective politically. What has he really done? Just blowing grab up.
well, he's not. He's a mobilizer, he's a party builder.
The guy I gave up on that guy years ago when they asked him how to create jobs and he said the youth should be planting trees. That's when I knew
If you
this guy
plan, now you plan it
was
this.
that they should put them this one does not just MBA with no brain. That's why I gave up on like who is this guy talking about? They should be planting trees in the forest. That's your own job creation. I'm like, this one does not know what he's talking about. So I've given up on Patotomi. I
Now
don't
the
think
assignment where John Kerry give her maybe in forth.
to be planting trees
Green,
to plant trees.
green.
Because no, actually, I went through his economic plans. It was trying to get take from the Brazilian model. These are all failed model that even they have to change. So he had, I think
Uh,
it's a socialist, right? He's a socialist.
yeah,
So
they are
yeah,
the
so
neocons.
yeah, he does not. His plan does not fit the Nigerian economic. No, so I'm not a socialist. I can't support his own kind of system because the guy would just come up with all these theories and I would go through them like this does not make any sense. How would you fund this? Who will? So he does not have any mechanism if things go wrong. He just wants like nah, Does not make any sense. I can.
No, if to say Obi win, you would have seen his genius trio. The guy could display ingenious for us.
Well,
Would have
well,
lift the Nigeria economy to
well.
the next level.
Thank God he didn't win. I mean,
Don't worry, let them win first. We'll
but
see his work.
is he not Tinubu boy technically? Is part is Tinubu boy now?
Come
I
on,
mean,
this guy. You are looking for trouble, though.
no. Am I? Is it a lie? No, no. Seriously, he's a Tinubu boy now.
I did all the same. Yeah,
So
you're right.
it's a Tinubu boy. Like I always tell all this Obi. I'm like, look at Obi. These are all Tinubu guys now. So why are you guys? I'm like, this is controlled demolition. They know his moves, everything. So I don't know. Nah. But
They are the same people. The same people that brought Buhari, brought Tinubu, are the same people. So I don't know why you are. It's working now. You can see his results everywhere. Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you
Well,
see
that's good.
I'm so happy that finally my state is getting attention. The way they have been blasting that boy lately. I've been so I've been that's good for our state actually, you know,
And it
because
was any progress recorded.
what progress is the it's been I think it's by far is the worst we've ever had in the issue, including military. I think no no no. I'm
When
not
be
joking.
say now im boss be president, he's supposed to get a lot of favor now. As per say na im boss be president, he's supposed to get favor in terms of
No, no,
no?
like we are the gateway state of Nigeria. Or no, if you don't know, we have the most. I think we have the long the big. No, wait though. I think we have most of the federal roads are in Ogun State. I think we
They
have
have the
them.
most. Yeah, they also have
Yeah,
the most
yeah,
industries
we have.
and
So
factories.
you have industries, you have the federal, you have all these things. You have it's a gateway state to Nigeria, pretty much to
Yeah,
other states. So shouldn't you at least focus on those entry points into your state for development? Where people, Abi, you should focus on those ones. No, you abandon those areas. So I don't understand.
exactly. I hear.
Um, is Obi,
I hear.
you put your phone inside food processor.
Oh, I know it's okay.
Stand noise with
I,
that.
I just enter. What the fuck am I doing? I just enter my I dey drive.